Have you ever wondered how artists create such an epic sense of scale in their work? Hello there, in this video we're going to explore how artists create a sense of scale, how we can use those principles, and share some common pitfalls at the end of the video. Let's get started. The very first principle is contrast of size. When starting out your piece, there are some really fundamental and abstract elements that trick our brain into seeing scale. If we have a plain old cube with no relation to anything, we don't have a very strong idea of how big it is. But most of us might say that's, it's in human scale, maybe a bit smaller, maybe half a meter to 1.5 meters. But if we put a smaller object next to our cube, then suddenly we start feeling a sense of scale. Not exactly in measurable units, but we do feel that the original cube is larger somehow. This technique of contrast or comparison is super common in art. Simply contrasting something smaller with something larger helps us see how big it is. Like in this piece from Ethan where we see Drake contrasted against the massive head-like ruins. Or in this shot from Quentin with the tiny boat contrasting the massive ruins in the background. How small these objects are in frame really underline the scale of the ruins. The second principle has to do with how we experience the world as humans. Let's look at camera angles. Seeing our setup from 3 different camera angles, we can see the effect it's having on our perception and understanding of the scale. Number 1 has a pretty neutral camera angle and it makes our cube feel within human scale, however it is still hard to tell. Number 2 has a camera tilted upwards and it feels like we, the viewer, are looking up at the cube and therefore it feels larger. In number 3 we have our camera tilted down and therefore everything feels smaller because it feels like we're looking down at the object. But this angle could also give us a better sense of the scale as we're getting more of an overview, but it doesn't give us the same grandiosity we're seeing in number 2. In this piece we get an epic sense of scale and we can really feel how the upwards angle makes us look up so we can fully see the towering heights. In this painting from Flora, we are looking down at everything, so everything feels smaller, but it does show a great sense of depth which can show massive scale even though we're looking down, so the principles can be applied differently here. There's a third angle I would like to mention. I call it the satellite. This camera angle involves a lens with a high millimeter or a long focal length. It typically flattens out the image a bit, however, it has a feeling that we the observer is quite far away, like on a plane or in outer space. And the understanding of scale has a slightly delayed comprehension. At first we might look at this piece in the top and think, humans could be here, but then we see the floating ships around it and we get a much better understanding of the scale. And we can truly tell how massive it is. So working with the camera can be a great addition to visualizing your epic scale. I'm also building a piece on the side here, and I will have the viewer looking upwards to really feel the scale. The third principle is composition. In this piece by Raymond, we see a massive creature walking through the jungle. For us, the creature is in full view and we can see it all. And it helps us understand the creature's exact scale to the world, and we can tell that it's massive. This type of composition makes the scale of the creature very clear, and it gives us the ability to relate the subject matter to its surroundings easily. But we can also obscure the subject and leave out selected parts to let the observer's mind run wild, creating a deliberate crop of our image. Because when we can't see the full scale of an object, the viewer can imagine it much larger than it really is, implying a sort of vastness, which we can see in effect on this massive rusty ship hull in the background. And there's a secondary effect. We might feel that the subject is so big that it can't even fit into the frame. I think I will apply something similar to my piece, so I will extend my subject up and create sort of the crop to imply vastness. The fourth principle is super interesting. We're talking about proportions. If we look at this piece by Oliver, we are met by these towering structures and their tapered upper halves that turn into spires. This tapering serves 2 purposes. Physically and constructionally, it is easier and more stable to reduce weight over time, which you know if you've stacked cards before. But it also creates a trick of perspective. Tapered structures makes us believe that they are much taller than they are, because how it is emulating the effects of perspective. This was a common technique while building the early skyscrapers, like the Chrysler and Empire State Building. This principle also counts for organisms. Because of what is known as the square cube law, which in basic terms means if you double the height of an organism, you usually have to quadruple the weight. So the physics applied change, and therefore bone density and so on can no longer keep up unless you compensate somehow. This is quite clearly seen in something like Attack on Titan, on the Colossal Titan. We can see they have designed it with massive column legs, thinned out arms, and made a tiny head, all to emphasize the forces that are at play on this massive body. Another place we can see this in effect is on the giants from Game of Thrones. Here we can see the proportional differences between our giant and tiny Tormund. It's okay, we still love you.
I know that.
On top, the sometimes silly proportions of the T-Rex's human-sized arms actually help to underline and frame the creature's actual scale. There's no one way to make your creature, but overall, to make your creature feel larger, think of how you can balance out its features to match the physics and help sell the creature. Well, I will for sure create a few tapered towers around my main structure and taper the main one a little bit. The fifth principle is a tricky one. I call it relative scale. In this piece by Paul, we see a flying carrier ship, and we also see tiny people in yellow jackets. Looking around the ship, we see objects that are made to fit human scale, like the railing on the ship sides. The human eye is quite sensitive to scale, so when objects that we expect to have a certain height, but doesn't, we lose our sense of scale. So everything in this scene, like window heights, cockpit sizes and doorways, will have to be within a relative scale. Windows can be many different sizes, however the details around the windows can be tricky. If you imagine a window set in a building with a cross, if you simply took the same window and scaled it up, that wouldn't feel quite right, because we would assume that the frames around the windows would be the same to line up architecturally. So instead we want to do something like this. Staying consistent can sometimes really make or break the scale of your image. Well, I better scale in those windows a bit. Much better. The sixth principle is great fun. Repetition. Repetition is one of those principles that are just fun and easy to implement, and they always help show the scale very well. Take this illustration made by Martin here. The massive column-like structures don't quite look like anything we have here on Earth, and most certainly this scale is beyond human capabilities as of now. But by repeating the massive structures between the clouds, we can so easily tell that we're dealing with massive constructions. This example is also great as it really underlines how massive these trees really are. Using repetition here is quite neat because we do have trees that look similar to these, so we could confuse the scale at first glance, but seeing them repeated like this shows us how they're towering over the grasslands. You can also have supporting elements repeated around the subject to show scale. I in particular like this illustration from Connor and how it shows depth and scale through the train track bridges. The repeated arches really help sell the perspective for the scene. Well, I might as well duplicate a few structures around and sell the scale of my piece. Texture and detail. The seventh principle. This principle relates to relative scale a little bit. Quite often when you need to make something large, it is just more likely it will have more detail on it. So adding detail and texture can help emphasize the size. A great example is Barad-dûr from Lord of the Rings. This massive tower applies a great assortment of varied shapes and sizes to the structure, truly making it feel epic and huge. This technique is quite often used in science fiction, and artists have given this kind of detail the name greeble. And adding all this greeble detail really emphasizes the perceived scale on this famous Star Destroyer. And even though your object might be built smooth, adding breakups to imply a more realistic building process can really sell the scale, like here on the Death Star. Another idea of texture is that larger objects tends towards being more rough than smaller objects. By this I mean that it's just more common to see larger things become more rough because the slight imperfections are more difficult to manage, which is shown quite clearly on these skyscraper windows. Each window placed is quite smooth and acts pretty much like a mirror, but when they are all put together, the slightest imperfections in alignment means the overall reflection appear rougher, even though the individual windows are perfect. We can see the same effect with the sun being reflected in the Earth's ocean. The reflection is there but quite rough, just from the unevenness of the waves. Theoretically we could make a perfect giant mirror, it is just less likely to see it. I'm going to make something similar to Barad-dûr, and adding lots of little detail variations to my scene will help bring it further. And I'll also make sure my textures are a bit more rough. The 8th principle will really sell the depth and realness of your picture. We're gonna look at atmospheric perspective. In this towering piece, we can see the structures fading into the background. Having your structures be so big that you have a noticeable change in atmosphere must mean that we are dealing with a scene of epic proportions. Additionally, atmospheric particles, and especially dust, are a little bit heavier than air, so they tend to settle closer to the ground, which is something we can see quite well in this piece by G. We can see it has this thick rolling atmosphere separating the different layers of the castle, resting down there at the bottom, leaving the top almost clear from atmospheric perspective. You will also sometimes see the same effect in between mountains. If we want to take it a step further, we should make a use of clouds. Having massive structures or cliffs reaching so high up that clouds intersect really helps sell the colossal heights of our subject, shown beautifully here by Min. And even though it is a more loosely painted illustration, where we wouldn't really be able to tell how big the cliffs are by themselves, the clouds really sell that these cliffs are reaching the heavens. I for sure want to see that in action. I'm gonna add some atmospheric perspective here, bleed out the top a bit, and add some epic clouds. The 9th principle is most likely the one you've all been waiting for: recognizable scale, also called birds for scale sometimes. The idea is to place something of a known size in the picture that we can relate to. Humans are a great indicator for scale, because we're human. So seeing a human relative to your subject makes it possible for the viewer to imagine themselves there and really feel the scale. In this illustration, for example, the humans lets us, combined with some repetition, truly understand the massive arch hanging above them. Another very common recognizable scale is using birds, also called birds for scale, as we can see in this illustration from Ankush. They really sell the enormity of the godlike ruin. Birds are easy to place in the picture because they're flying, so you could put them anywhere and they just give a sense of life and wonder to the image. Like in this picture from Jamie, seeing them swarm around this giant robot just gives it a movement of scale. I also really like the use case here in TJ's work. The birds are not really there to show scale, the human sort of takes care of that, but it does give an indication of the massive heights the warrior is located at, and that adds a whole lot of drama to the scene, which might not have been entirely clear without the birds. But really, any flock of animals or objects of known scale can be used, like in this underwater scene from Roma, where small schools of fish surround this mysterious supersized diver suit. Which is truly what I find awesome about these principles. Once you know them, you can use them to defy our expectations. Another example of recognizable scale is using little known environments to show the scale of something we're not too familiar with. Here we are seeing these massive carrier ships again, and the scale of the dock's environments around it helps us understand the rough scale of everything, as it is much easier for us to relate to the scale of cranes and containers than this carrier ship. Well, I better play some humans and birds for scale. Oof, we're getting closer. Nice. The final and 10th principle is special effects, or effects for short. When we look at the water falling in this image by Jessica, the size and breakup of the water helps us see the scale. If the scene was much smaller, the liquid would feel thicker and more sticky because of the way surface tension works. But when we go larger, it has a different feel. So this principle is really about how effects react at different scales, a bit similar to relative scale but for effects. Here we see a landscape of ruins by Ricky, and on those ruins we see thick overgrowth. But we also see there is a cutoff point of the overgrowth, where you may be getting too high up for the plants to reach, either because of the weight or the natural limitations of how high up in the atmosphere plants can grow. So you could use the growth lines to show the tallness of your scene. Also, if you're capturing a sense of movement in your image, like this one by Jun Ling, these titans might be dragging massive plumes of dust and smoke with them. And note that the look of smoke also varies as it gets bigger and smaller. I definitely think I will add some overgrowth to my scene and make it cut off at a certain point. And finally, let's look at some of the common pitfalls when working with scale. Generally, larger scenes have a pretty consistent and large depth of field, which means that the image is pretty much sharp all over. When photographing smaller objects, the reverse is true, and you have a shallow depth of field. So we associate small scenes with a lot of depth of field, unless you have a very high focal length. So it's not always the case, but something to look out for. Also be careful with creating objects that are too similar at different scales, because it can confuse our sense of scale, so keep it clear. And avoid leading lines. You could by accident create something that appears bigger than it is, just from the surrounding area. And that's pretty much it, and here we have the final image. With that done, I hope you found this video insightful. If you want to learn more about making concept art, you can check out some of our other tutorials on the channel, or check out our extended courses on Gumroad. Links to all of it can be found in the description below, and if you like this video, leave a like. If you want to see more from us, subscribe. That's it, and thanks for watching.
We're here with Stephen Merchant, Ricky Gervais and Karl Pilkington to talk about the Ricky Gervais Show, a new animated series spun out of their award-winning, record-breaking podcasts.
If you could have a superpower, what would your superpower be? Telepathy, X-ray vision,
flight, invisibility.
But why have I been picked?
Wouldn't it be a fascinating experience to go into space?
It's thinking, I'd like to meet some aliens.
Well, yeah, that'd be brilliant.
What would be brilliant?
Seeing a little alien and that, having a chat with him, finding out what's been going on.
Here it is in cartoon form. Why is that?
First of all, I don't like the order that he introduced.
My name first?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's about time my name came first.
Really?
Well, I never remember, when did it get decided that it was Gervais Merchant as a part?
Early on, and I told you, luckily, it worked. I said, oh, it's just alphabetical order. And you
I swallowed that.
Karl
What was your second
Pilkington.
question?
Second question is, Karl, look like you're enthusiastic. This is The
am.
Guardian. This
I
is
am.
where it all started for us. We did the record podcast with The Guardian. It went on to become the biggest download. 205 million downloads so far. And now it's being made into animation with HBO, probably the greatest channel in the world, and Channel 4.
Also a channel.
Yeah.
So, Karl, a little bit of decorum. Yeah? Excited to be here?
Yeah, it's just we're doing a full day of this and it just gets a little bit wearing.
Well, hang on, but this is...
Well, you don't say that, because they want
No,
to
but
think
it's
that
better to tell them why.
This is an exclusive.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's everywhere. People get sick of hearing about it. That's what happens, isn't it? I mean, you crop up everywhere every time something comes out. It's like, oh, what's he flogging now? That's the problem.
And that's
People
a
are just
friend.
going,
That's
I know,
a friend.
But that's how it comes across, isn't it? It's like, here we go again, flogging something.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, our bit of work's been done here.
Right.
I don't know why we have to sit and explain to people.
So you just like people to just buy our products, no questions asked, just buy it, give us the money.
If you want, but what I'm saying is the people who've made the DVD, when do they get involved? When do they get off their arse and do something for us? Instead of us sat here having to flog it. It comes across cheap. I hate it.
But they don't... But the people looking at this don't want to see the fellow who does the accounts for HBO, do they?
But,
wanna...
this is a nice symbiotic relationship with The Guardian. The Guardian have said, yeah, we're...
Guardian, these are nice people.
Don't
So-
you want people to see this? Aren't you proud of it?
It's not the best thing I've ever done.
What's the best thing you've ever done? Your fucking paper round.
no,
Because that's
but-
the only two things you've done so far in life. You had a paper round, then you had this, then you met us.
I just feel like...
Is there a DVD of the paper round coming out soon?
Yeah, I'd like to see that. He reckons that's the best job he's ever had. He said I was my own boss. No, you weren't.
No, but it's the best job that I did as well. I felt confident in it. If people said, what do you do? And I do a paper round, I reckon all my customers would have been like, it's bloody good as well. Always the right paper, didn't rip it in a letterbox.
Yeah.
I was good at it. This shouldn't have happened. This is all an accident. You
Right.
said, oh, HBO are animating it. I said, great, how much? And you go, oh, well, don't worry about that. You know, I still don't know to this day what I'm meant to be getting out of it. The drawing, you sort of, all I heard you say to him is make his head rounder. I've had no input into it at all. It's just...
What do you think of the roundness of the head? What's your opinion of Karl?
Same shape as yours.
Yeah, it's a perfectly admirable head. I'd be proud to have that head, and apparently I do.
And
so.
have you seen the animation?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I thought you looked a bit like Fred Flintstone.
Well, yeah, a bit Fred, bit Barney, but that's what we said. We wanted it sort of Hanna-Barbera, that sort of, you know, cuddly retro look. Because the things he says on the podcast, if you add to that a nasty, scary cartoon, it's going to be over the top.
What would be a nasty, scary cartoon? Like if you were all naked or something?
Oh no,
doing
just
it?
like spiky and,
Right.
and trendy, and I think it had to be nice and cuddly because he's a little funny little cuddly creature, isn't he? You know, it's just like a lovely little round-headed. He's got a heart of gold, really.
The Sun love it. They say it's good. The Mirror says it's genius.
Seth MacFarlane, creator of the Family Guy, said it's the best animation he's ever seen.
I don't like comments like that. Builds it up too much. It's just, it's me saying stuff that I think I would have made more of an effort if I'd have known that it was going to end up on the telly. It's like when I was talking about stuff to these two, I'd be saying about the problems my Auntie Nora's having, stuff like that, thinking, well, she hasn't got the internet, she's never going to hear this. Then suddenly, it's on the telly, you know, and she doesn't go out much, so she watches a lot of the telly, and then she's going to be flicking about one night going, oh, that sounds like Karl, oh, wow, this is good, what's Karl saying here? Just turn it up a minute, turn it up. And I'm talking about her having a wind problem. And it's a little bit...
What happened with her wind problem?
Well, she's still kind of got it. She's on a lot of tablets and stuff, and it's just sort of playing havoc with her, with her insides.
But has Auntie Nora seen it? Have you heard back from her?
No, a relation told her that she's been talked about. Right. She doesn't know what about.
So are you censoring yourself now that you're more of a media figure?
For telly stuff, yeah, because it's proper, isn't it? As soon as something gets on the telly, it takes it up a level.
Guardian online.
Well, it's still internet. It's still... I like that. I like the way it's just people... The only people who will be watching this are people who want to watch it. You don't get any whingers. There's no one going on there. Are you closing off the comments on these things? Because that's annoying.
We'll open those up.
I'd close them, because it's just people getting involved. If you don't like it, don't watch it. I don't understand that. I don't understand this whingingness. There's loads of things I don't like in life, but I don't stand around saying, don't buy them, you know.
Well, you do. I'll fucking DVD for one.
No, but I'm just talking about stuff that I'm not a big fan of, you know.
Which is everything, really, isn't it?
But, you know, you're excited by the fact someone puts it on, they watch episode 1, they're like, bam.
We've got the second series, that's being made now, that's going on HBO, Channel 4. It's being sold around the rest of the world.
Have you been convinced that this is a good product to buy yet or not?
It's, if you're into buying... You see, I don't buy DVDs, I'm not of that market. I sort of wait until it's on the telly, and this has already been on the telly. So if you really liked it and you want to remember it, buy the DVDs.
And there's loads of extras on there, like little things, unseen footage, and all that sort of stuff. It's 13 episodes, Karl, for the money. You know, it's a lovely little collector's item. Good for all the family if they're over 15.
Yeah.
And a bit mental.
Stephen, any thoughts on this new...
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But I'm certainly looking forward to my free copy. I shall...
it's not free copies, but you do get 30% discount.
Great, that's even better. So, it says it's genius, the Daily Mirror. Yeah. The Sun says it's very funny.
Don't say the Sun, the Daily Mirror, the Guardian. The Guardian could have given us a quote.
Well, they probably didn't like it, did they?
I don't know. They're probably going, oh, we started that.
Yeah, we should get a cut of that, shouldn't we?
Oh, here we go, another hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone else.
Jesus
Join
Christ.
the club.
You've got 2 houses at the podcast, Karl. Stop fucking whinging. I mean, I'd say steal this from shops if you want.
That seems a bit crazy.
Well, no, we get paid.
Will we?
Yeah. Don't steal. Shouldn't say that, should we? Don't steal, don't do drugs, and floss.
Wouldn't it have been better if we all stuck where we should be?
Don't you not believe in that idea of travel broadens the mind?
Well, since the invention of the telly, you don't have to go that far to see
You're
it.
absolutely right.
Placebo in this picture on XFM 104.9. 8 minutes to go. Let's make it a good 8 minutes, and then we can all chill out. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Play the jingle.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Excellent. A particularly aggressive jingle this week.
Wow.
Yeah, looking forward to this monkey news.
Carl.
Right.
Come on.
So, what's the name?
What?
We've done.
Sorry, what?
Brilliant.
We've done a lot of monkeys who got involved in crime and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. We had the one on the train station, nicking a bag.
Yeah.
We had the one who went into a bank.
Who cares?
Went into a bank and walked out with the money and stuff.
Yes.
Right.
Didn't happen either. Next.
But the thing is, you never sort of found out what happened to them. If they sort of got worse, got more involved into crime.
Just
and
monkey
stuff.
news update.
That would be amazing.
Brilliant.
What they found out in India is,
Yeah.
it's got a prison. It's just for monkeys.
You mean wild animals? You mean
a zoo?
Yeah, a zoo or a kennel or something that where it's been gone mental or something.
No, it's a prison.
Yeah,
it's a prison.
does it have fraud cases?
It's got. It's
mainly sort of animals that are attacked things. It's mainly violence, I bet. That's my...
That and theft.
Say it again.
Stuff. Theft.
Say it again.
Theft.
Say it again.
Robbing.
No, let's go back to that word. We're going to keep doing it. We've got 6
Robbing.
minutes. You're going to say the word right before you go to Hastings.
Well, you say it.
No,
you
because
say
then
it
you'll know how to
first.
say it.
Well, all right, robbing then. It's been caught robbing.
Say it again, though.
So
Who's
anyway.
robbing? Who's robbing?
So they've got this prison, right?
This is extraordinary.
Say it again.
No, you're not going to say it?
Oh, go on then.
So they got a prison for them, right? And there's 11 of them in there, 11 monkeys
Right.
that are in there for life. Because that's, I think there's one just got out on parole, right?
No time off
But
for the
there's
baby?
11, I'll give you the bit of paper because I thought this was...
Weird. Even
Now, what-
you thought it was a bit weird.
Now, Carl, what are they in there for then? Because, I mean, they're in there for life, so I'm assuming it's murder, is it? Premeditated murder? They're not crime bosses, are they? They're not...
Are they
the prostitution and
Are
gambling?
you sure they're not
racketeering?
just the pawns and the head sort of like orangutans up a tree going, remember, you don't know me. You're on your own.
If I go down, you're all coming with me.
You take some of your gorillas down there and sort him out.
Oh, the great banana robbery.
It's not.
I wonder if they get them.
Right, go on then.
Okay, let me see. Now, I don't know what source this is, as ever.
Is it just the back of a fag packet found in a toilet?
Well, no, I mean, someone's clearly... If this is nonsense, then someone's clearly gone to a lot of effort, because it does open with the headline, "Parole unlikely for inmates of monkey prison."
Yeah.
Officials say 11 inmates at India's only monkey jail. Officials? Now, what kind of people work at a monkey jail? Where do you work? It says officials say 11 inmates at India's only monkey jail are unlikely to ever be released. The prison in Patilia houses monkeys apprehended by game wardens in Punjab state for thieving and attacking people. The Daily Telegraph reports how the monkeys at the prison in Montebello snarl and glare at visitors from their heavily barred cages. 2 monkeys were released a year ago after exhibiting good behaviour for 18 months in the jail. They have remained out of trouble. Prison can work, that's good.
So
all 11
basically,
monkeys...
they were aggressive wild animals that were taken away from the public for their own good.
And robbing and that.
Wildlife officials believe part of the problem has been caused by thieves training monkeys to help them. Lorry drivers training monkeys as guards for vehicles, and itinerant entertainers
That
using
is
ill-treated
so annoying.
monkeys as
And
part of their act.
it's the monkey that takes the rap.
It's a shame, that, isn't
That
it?
is awful. They didn't know what they were doing, did they?
So there you go.
What do you think of that, though, Carl? What would if you could visit them, like Lord Longford or something? What would you say to them? You go there and you get a visit a week or something, you know.
So can you get us a video? Right.
Do they get conjugal rights?
Do you reckon? You wouldn't be interested in that, though, would you?
They get what?
Would you be happy to give them their conjugal rights?
Yeah, would you?
Fair enough.
All right.
Off to Hastings.
Off you
See you
go.
later.
Went and did the podcast. We had a meeting after. I don't like meetings as I can't keep focused on what people are talking about. I think Ricky has the same problem as after 25 minutes he was trying to wrestle me. I tried to do what spiders do and stayed still as if I was dead. Ricky just stayed on top of me, not moving. A bit like when you see one of them big snakes swallowing a sheep. Ricky got bored and released me. I went home thinking, why had I left my old job for this? A homeless man asked me for some money, but I didn't feel like I should treat him as I felt that he'd probably had a better day than me. Oh, God. Suzanne called me to say she'd gone for a haircut and that she'd meet me in the supermarket. I went to the supermarket, but she wasn't there. I called her and she said she was near the fruit aisle. I went to the fruit aisle and she wasn't there. Turns out she was in a different supermarket on the other side of town. And that if I'd listened to her properly, I'd have known that. I didn't want to say that
What, you just went to the first supermarket you thought of, as opposed to listening to what supermarket... I'm in the supermarket, alright, bye.
I didn't want to say that I hadn't heard her properly, because my ears were ringing a bit from the wrestling from earlier. 25 minutes later, I met up with Suzanne. Her haircut wasn't that bad. Normally her haircuts are followed by an argument between us as she pays over the odds for some daft haircut that's the latest style.
Brilliant.
I wish she'd take a picture out of a magazine or ask for a style rather than letting the hairdresser do what she wants. I said I only tell her to do this as she's got a square head and a close-cut hairdo makes it look squarer. She said, what do you think of this cut? I said it looked alright, as I couldn't be bothered arguing about it. It's weird writing a diary. I don't know who thought of doing one of these first. The last time I did one was at school. They used to get you to do it so they could keep an eye on whatever you were up to. My diary used to say the same thing every night. Got home, went to the shop to get potatoes, bread, milk. Went home, watched telly, went to bed. I think I might have gone to Twiggy's Dance Club just so I had something different to write. You've not told us about Twiggy's Dance Club.
It's just, you know, I sort of, when I was a kid, I sort of gave everything a bit of a go. I did boxing and that, didn't I? Gave that a go.
For about 45 minutes.
And, yeah, a mate sort of said, oh, you know, you're into your dancing, your robotics and that. You're doing your body popping, right? Body popping and that. He said, you ought to come to Twiggy's. And I went there, but I didn't go in, it was shut. They were just having like loads of toilet rolls delivered. I think like they were like using it as a storage place for toilet rolls and that. So I said, oh, I've come to have a dance, and like, oh, not tonight. Come back tomorrow. I never went back.
Brilliant. What a waste of an anecdote. Right. Brilliant.
Just to recap, you're convinced then that the teachers are asking you to keep diaries so they can keep tabs on you. And then to continue the diary, as there were more problems happening on the estate, they started to add Saturday and Sundays to the school diary to keep an eye on what we were doing at the weekend. I struggled to fill it on a Sunday, as the shop I got potatoes and bread from was shut on a Sunday. I had to go over to Shepherd's Bush to meet someone. I got the tube. There was a badly burnt man on the tube. It's amazing how the body can continue through quite a lot of bad stuff. It got me thinking about how much stuff you could remove in your body, one by one, without dying. If it was a competition, the cockroach would win, as it can live for a week without a head.
I just mean, like, say if, you know, they're running out of ideas for TV programmes and that, right? They get someone who isn't well. They go, look, do you mind if we make a programme on you? And what they do, they sit them in the bed, and they go, right, what we're going to do now is take out the heart, but replace it with a pacemaker. Right,
No. Sorry. People with pacemakers don't have their heart taken out and a pacemaker popped in.
All right, then. Some sort of machine. What I'm getting to is...
Have you been playing Operation?
What I mean is the big finale would just be a head chatting with loads of wires going into it, and it's like, look what we can do with science.
That's what the programme's called. It's the same every week. The volunteer is just a head with loads of wires coming out
Look
of it.
what we can do with science.
And he's going,
goodbye.
Oh, I feel ill.
Got some post delivered to me today. It was... Oh, this is great.
This makes it in the diary.
Got some post delivered to me today. It was addressed to Mr. Dilkington. I got some post delivered to me today. It was addressed to Mr. Dilkington. I opened it, and the first sentence read, Dear Mr. K. Dilkington, you're one of our most valuable customers. I put it in the bin. Thought I would learn some new words, as Steve always says I don't use enough different words. I read in the Fortean Times that the word whew means an ugly female ghost with drooping breasts.
What do you mean?
Is that how am I pronouncing that right?
Who's using that word? Who is using that word?
It was just W-E-W-E.
Let's call it a woo. An ugly female ghost with drooping breasts. I think I'm right when I say there are too many words in the world. I don't think I will ever get round to using the word woo. Watched a health programme. Wasn't watching it properly, but heard some doctors say that we only get so many heartbeats in a lifetime, so don't do too much exercise. I told Suzanne, and she said I probably hadn't heard it right. We got talking about death. Suzanne said she didn't like thinking about it. I said she might end up being a woo. I was chuffed, as I'd managed to use my new word. I went to the supermarket to get tonight's tea. On the way, I stopped and looked in the fishmongers at all the different fish they had in the window. It's like a child in one of those kids' TV shows.
I know.
Mr. Pilkington went to the fishmonger. He stopped and looked at all the fish in the window.
Hello, Mr. Dilkington, they said.
There was a newspaper clipping stuck on the glass about a two-headed fish that they've made in Taiwan. I don't see the point in doing this, as a fish having two heads ain't going to solve the world's hunger problems, as the head is the bit you throw away. Invent a fish with two bodies, and I'd say well done.
Good point, isn't it?
Suzanne watched one of her favourite TV programmes. I've told her the telly only goes on if there's something she wants to watch. If there's nothing on, she has to talk to me about stuff I've learnt. Like Descartes. Watched a programme on him the other day. He is the one who said something like, I know I'm about 'cause I dream. Doesn't work for everything 'cause ants don't sleep. I don't know if I'd like that or not. You don't know if you would like it if you didn't ever
I'm not
sleep.
sleeping. It's just one long day. I don't know. Don't know how you put up with that. Do you think it'd be a good idea?
No.
Why not?
Because, as you said, it would get a bit boring. You know, your sleep is your rest, your time off. It helps you detoxify. It helps you sort of think things through on a subconscious level. You know,
But don't you ever get it where, I mean, sometimes it's brilliant to have a sleep when you're tired, but don't you sometimes feel
that's
like...
the best time to have a sleep, when you're tired.
No, but sometimes when you go to bed and you're not that tired and you're kind of thinking, oh, I'm going to waste some hours of my life now and I'm not really in the mood for this.
Well, that's
sleeping.
just wishing you had longer on this earth doing creative things. I mean, if you didn't have to sleep, you could spend more time talking to a tortoise and going to the toffee shop.
No.
Oh, chimpanzee that! Monkey news, earlier than usual.
I'll have to save this link now. Monkey news. We've done a lot of stuff, right, on monkeys, and most of it has been
Is bollocks.
no, has been like happy stories.
Oh, is this it's not. Is this going to be like our tune? Our monkey tune. That's Simon Bates, and welcome to our monkey tune.
No,
Go on.
but do you know what I mean? We've done stuff about a monkey that robbed a bank.
Yeah. Why is that happy?
He had a great life after that. Right.
What, in Marbella?
Yeah. Right. We did the one who saved someone's handbag in a railway station.
We've had a lovely marriage, couple of marriages.
Couple of marriages.
Couple of monkey marriages.
Yeah, yeah.
There was the one who got a job in a railway station.
Yeah, the hairdresser.
The one who set up a business in Spain.
I don't even remember that one. But, I'm willing to believe that happened. Go on then, Carl.
But anyway, yeah. So today's isn't that happy really. It's about some monkey. I think it was a chimp.
Who's an ape? Go on.
It tried to. I mean, the story set us off at a sort of a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's something about he went to Russia to do some business.
What are you talking about, Carl?
It jumped past that bit though. It didn't start there.
What are you...
Do you know what I mean? It didn't tell you what he was doing. It just said, "There's this monkey went to Russia
to do some business,
I know.
do some stuff,
I don't know.
bit of monkey business." And anyway, didn't work out.
So, they were furious. We wanted a surgeon. You send us a monkey.
Anyway, ended up being homeless.
Oh,
No,
so
joking.
it's taken a turn for the worst.
What? Couldn't even get into like a tree hostel or anything like that.
That's the problem. And
God.
ended up homeless. Got in with some tramps.
I don't know where to start.
Come on.
Yeah, so he's knocking about with some tramps and stuff. You know, sharing drink and what have you around a little fire. They broke into some home, not sort of squatted.
Right, so
Into
I'm not
the
homeless
flat.
anymore.
Problem was, yeah, he had a roof over his little area head.
Yeah,
And he goes, "Oh, this is good. This is, we're having a good time. This is sorting me out."
yeah.
He had his
He said
mate.
that in Russian though. Didn't he?
But what was he eating?
I don't know. It didn't say. But they're in this house.
Well, he could only be eating sort of like fruit, nuts, vegetables. They classically sort of don't eat pork pies and.
But they've got
drink
McDonald's
coffee.
in Moscow now, so
Sure,
you probably chow down on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was a bust.
What? This was
There was a bust in the flat that they were squatting in. All the other tramps sort of knew what was going on, legged it, left little chimps out there, got arrested. And they thought it was a real fella. at first. They were like, get him, you know, he's obviously just a scruffy bloke who hasn't had a shave and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hasn't shaved his back for a while.
Or his face.
Yeah.
His head.
Got him down the station, and the boss was like, what's going on here? We've got a monkey here. He was like, what? So you arrested a monkey?
Well, so the arresting officers hadn't noticed all the way to the station that he kept slipping out of the handcuffs and was going for the entire journey. They didn't notice till they got there. What, did they put a hood over his head maybe and just like, you know?
I don't know. I'll give you the story if you want. There's the headline.
What is it? What's the headline, Steve? I don't want to see it, but...
The headline, this is once again from supposedly reputable news organisation Ananova, homeless monkey arrested in Russia.
Did you read on, or did you see the headline and make up that whole story?
Most of it is there.
What isn't there? What bit isn't there then?
No, I think you know. Steve can have a look over it, check it out and stuff.
Point out the embellishment for me, Steve, will you?
Well, what it doesn't say is that the police didn't realise it was a monkey.
That's what I was guessing. Really? That they got it back and said, "What are you doing? We've got a monkey here." And they go, "Yeah." Oh God.
There's some more monkey problems in the week. Have you seen the Alfords advert with monkeys in?
No.
There's a new advert out for Alfords selling bikes and stuff.
Yeah.
Got some monkeys in it. It's caused an uproar.
Why?
People are saying it's dressing them up in tracksuits and that is
taking the mickey out of Manchester.
Just, you know, it's not nice for the animals and that. So there's been loads of complaints.
Will they get a
about
free bike or something? Do they? I imagine.
I think they kept the tracksuits.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's after this cheeky freak of the week.
No, I'm just saying we're not doing this to sort of again take the mickey out of the animals and stuff. These are true stories and that. But yeah, coming next, freak of the week.
Hello, Ricky Gervais, with me, Warwick Davis.
Yeah, can I just say, this has nothing to do with me, the fact that I'm dressed like this. It's because what he wanted.
I like dressing him up. It's, let me explain. We've just been working together on Life's Too Short, and I can't get enough of this guy. I've sort of combined my two favourite things in fiction, really. I love Robin from the Muppets and the dwarf Warwick Davis. So
I see what you've done now.
so I just like, I wanted to combine the two, didn't I?
You fused us, basically.
I got my own little frog. Oh God!
I'm just glad you didn't bring the puppeteer along.
So I invited Warwick round to my house, right? And he thought we were gonna have a drink or something, or dinner, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought it was dinner. I haven't eaten.
And I invited this, and he's like a little frog that's coming from the garden. Oh, he's heavier than you think as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was it like filming on Life's Too Short?
Oh, every day was an adventure, to be honest.
Look at him! He's dressed as a fucking frog!
Yeah.
Oh, this is my best day ever! We cut out a little ears, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Little frog. Could you hop? Could you hop up the stairs?
I don't think I can hop. I honestly don't.
Well, you can have a go. Now we've got the... see if you can hop up the stairs. Oh, Life's Too Short, coming soon. Oh, God. Could you stick to a wall? Oh, God.
It is hard eating a knob.
So what are you saying? You could...
I'm saying like I could eat a knob at night. 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 knob at night. I could eat a 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 knob on a stick. I could eat a knob at night. 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 I could eat a knob on a stick. I could eat a knob at night. 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 I could eat a knob on a stick. I could eat a knob at night. I could eat a knob at night. I could eat a knob at night. It is hard eating a knob.
I'm about to embark on my travels with Mr. Karl Pilkington for the short way round.
Warwick Davis talking about his latest project, a travel show with an idiot abroad star, Karl Pilkington.
It's going to be interesting, I think would be a word to describe that. I don't know what I'm getting into yet.
Well, if the rumours that have been circulating for months are to be believed, it's thought Karl's going to be on a bike with Warwick in the basket, but the actor refused to give away any more details. What he would confirm is more of Life's Too Short with Ricky Gervais.
We're writing a special at the moment for, I think probably for early next year. So a Life Too Short special. I can't tell you, it's terrific though. I can't tell you, but it's really, really great. Yeah.
Oh, Warwick, if you insist on being so secretive, no wonder the internet's rife with bike basket riding rumours.
Wars in Iraq,
But I don't
terrorism,
need
it doesn't
to
mention
now.
anything.
But that's all being wrote about anyway. If you're saying there's a museum that's keeping everything, there's loads of other books for that. Who's looking at the fella whose skulls fell off?
What?
We see. It's interesting, isn't it?
What do you mean the fellow whose skulls fell off?
Well, that's what happened the other week, so I wrote about it.
What?
A fella's skull has fell off.
What do you mean his skull has fell off?
It's something to do with circulation.
But what do you mean his skull fell
Well,
off?
it's in the diary. We
But
might
how
look
can a
at the diary.
skull fall off? Because it's surrounded by tissue and it's got a brain. How can just his skull? How can it detach itself from all the stuff surrounding
He
it?
mislaid all his dreams.
But all I'm saying is that's not getting a look in.
No, because it's not significant or probably true.
Good point, Steve.
I don't.
All
know
right. Well,
what's
let me
anything
just.
based on.
I'll just consult the diary quickly and find the moment with the man whose skull fell off. Oh, here we are. Yeah, looks like the world's fattest man is having an operation to get rid of some of the fat.
Yeah.
He has to have an iron bed because that's the only thing that can hold his weight.
Yeah.
There's also a man whose skull has fell out. He's in hospital somewhere. I hate that. It would make me panic. The hospital is busy with people coming in to look at the head.
What are you talking about there? That tells us nothing. Right, it's impossible for a skull to fall out.
How are scholars in 10,000 years going to be... What are they going to decipher from that?
They can sort of go.
There's not enough incident detail.
But how did his skull fall out?
Circulation problems.
But answer the question. How did his skull fall out? Fall out of what?
He was at home, and I don't know if he was combing his hair or something, but it come off.
What did?
His skull.
What do you mean, his skull? Do you know what the skull is?
It's a part of the head.
Well, no, it's the structure of the head. It's the bone. Do you mean the top of the skull?
This is only useful if you have all the salient facts. Then it would be of interest to us. We could.
Well, I couldn't take that on. I'm busy. I'm not going to start looking into stuff in depth. Just get the details.
God. You're such an idiot. You are the best idiot in the world.
Well, I don't want to be premature, but that entry is followed by, I injured my toe the other day by dropping the toaster. Instead of letting it hit the floor, I tried to catch it with my foot.
Oh, he's only gonna write it down for a whole fucking year.
That, of course, signifies another reading from Karl's diary. This is the last one of both 2006 and on any podcast for a while. Let's make the most of it. Let's enjoy some of the wisdom.
I also think it's the last time ever he will make an entry in this diary because you're not going to keep another one, are you?
I don't know yet. I might just get a smaller one. But I found that since keeping a diary, I've gone out of my way to do more stuff.
Well, you say that, but...
Well, let's find out. Let's find out if that's true.
No, I have.
I read a bit in the news about people being injured while trying to cut open avocados. It's a food that ain't worth injuring yourself for. If it's a hassle to get into, or leave it to the experts. I have never bought one. I have also avoided coconuts and pineapples. The amount of hassle to get into these things outweighs the joys they give.
Yeah.
It's the same reason I never bought a pair of Dr. Martin boots. Too much hassle when it's time to take them off.
Yeah, a lot of my mates used to wear them in like the 80s. You know, you can't just kick them off, can you? It's a big upheaval.
You've got to unlace them, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, since I found shoes with Velcro on them, brilliant. Just the way, I don't understand why laces...
Is it because you can't tie your laces?
No, I can do it, but it's wasted time.
You're so lazy. Wasted time. That gives him more time to sit around and look at insects eating biscuits.
How long does it take to take off a pair of boots?
Well,
14
it's ridiculous.
seconds?
He can't fill his days as it is.
No, but I don't understand how some inventions sort of catch on, and other things don't.
But this is what I mean. He's got too much time on his hands, sitting around at home thinking, "Why are we not using Velcro more?"
But there's one Velcro manufacturer going, "Yes, at last, he said what needed to be said."
Why don't you get it sponsored? Because you could wear a Velcro toupee. Because that would be great if we could do that. If someone could invent a little hairpiece for Karl, Velcro's the little bit of fluff he's got on the top of his head, his shiny orange-like head. Pop a little Velcro toupee on. I would love that. I would love to get him wearing a wig.
But why necessarily reduce it to a toupee? Why not some kind of carrying device? You know, he could carry goods and things around in there, sandwiches.
Yeah, he doesn't look like carrying a bag. Well, what about that? A little thing you carried around, a little Velcro thing you carried a pot on your head for your sort of like keys and trinkets and money and that.
Well, no, I've told you about that idea that's out there, but hasn't caught on as well. The tie.
Right.
The tie with loads of pockets and stuff in it.
Yeah, but you got to wear a tie.
Yeah, but that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? I've never wore a tie because I always think, what's the point? It's just hanging there in the way.
Can you imagine this image of Karl walking around in his big Velcro shoes, a tie with an apple stuffed in it, car keys, iPod?
No, but don't you think it's a good idea?
Would you wear it with a shirt and collar or just a t-shirt?
No, wear it with a shirt. That's what I'm saying. It's an invention that will smarten up the world. Now, a tie, what does a tie do exactly?
Yeah.
What does it do?
Nothing.
Right. So I'm saying make it do something.
But I'm saying don't wear it at all. Pop your keys in the trouser pocket.
No,
or
because
take a bag.
Because the world is getting more and more scruffier, isn't it? When you look
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
When you look back at, like, Victorian times and everything, everyone wore a hat. Right, they wore a tie, they wore a suit. And it was a nicer looking place to look at. When you see it on pictures, you go, what a smart world that is.
Well, you can't see cholera and things on pictures, but sure.
No, but I'm just saying it's better to try and cover it up with a bit of, you know...
cloth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world looked nicer with more cloth. Whereas now everyone's rowing about scruffily. So what I'm saying is, if we make the tie more useful and give it a purpose, it might come back and the world will look tidier.
But a tie... its purpose is to look smart, really. Well, originally it was because we didn't have buttons, so it kept the collar up at the front. That was the invention. It was a useful invention, the tie.
Yeah,
it was called a tie. It tied together, okay? Yeah. So then, when we had buttons, that we didn't really need the tie, but it was a symbol of smartness, like saying, I've made an effort, okay? But now... that would go away. So now, you wouldn't look smart with a tie. They go, oh look, it's like a bag round his head with his apples and oranges and his keys and his sticks he's making a nest out of. So it would be scruffy. It would make the tie scruffy, so it would defeat the object. So now when you're carrying stuff round, I mean, crawling on all fours because your shopping's so heavy round your neck, they'd go, look at that scruffy fucker on all fours. Oh look, but look at his lovely head of hair. It's Velcro! It's a hat!
Yeah, well, that's the other problem, isn't it? I can't go back to a wig now.
My theory about reading old news is right. It's less bad when you know it's old. It was a story about a weatherman who was fired yesterday for having a nude picture of himself on the internet. But that happened 2 days ago. He's probably got another job by now. So old news isn't as shocking.
Well, old news isn't news though, is it? It's olds. What are you doing? Just reading the olds?
No, but what I mean is, if someone...
Stick the video on of last week's news, I just want to catch up on the olds.
Yeah, but then it's still news. News is something that you don't know, isn't it? If someone tells
that's
you
everything to you.
That's information, Karl, not news.
Yeah.
But news is information.
No,
and
the key with news is the word new.
No, I don't think it is it? It's just information, but they tell you at 10 o'clock at night. It's like, what information's gone on? Bong. Here's some information.
Yeah, that you didn't know before, because you couldn't have, because it only happened today. Bong.
Yeah, but never mind that. I'll tell you in a couple of days. It doesn't matter as long as you get the same info. Bong.
Yeah, we can't call it news, though, because it's misleading. We'd get done. It's called olds. Bong.
Yeah, but listen to me theory. What I'm saying is that if someone in your family, you know, it's Christmas and that, I don't want to bring the tone down, but someone dies in your family. Now, say if you're away on holiday, and they don't call you because they don't want to ruin your holiday, then you come home, and they go, Uncle Frank's dead, and you go, oh, when did that happen? And they go, 2 weeks ago. Now, because everyone else has got over it, it's not as bad for you. Because part of bad news is the way everyone's walking around moping, going, oh, have you heard the news? Frank's dead. But because everyone's got over it, time is a healer. That's what I mean about old news. It's better than new news.
But according to you, the only news that really matters is stuff that affects you. So it doesn't matter when you There was an earthquake. When was it? Yesterday. Phew, that's all right then. Often the aftermath is worse than the actual event. 2, you only care about things that actually happen to you. So the doctor goes, you got a kidney stone. Oh, when did this happen? 2 weeks ago. Oh, that's all right then. Doesn't make sense.
No, but the world
But
is...
you're not upset about dead Uncle Frank just because other people are upset. You'd be upset personally. Would make any difference when they told you.
Yeah, but it is everyone else's emotions that make it worse, I think. Knocking around people who are miserable.
What about warnings? What about when they do things like smog warnings, or, you know, there may be a...
I don't like it on the news when they sort of say, news just in. I think, oh, what's this? You think, oh, what's going on?
But it might be useful to know it.
Important information.
No, it just makes you panic.
What? Yeah, but sometimes knowing stuff keeps you alive.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it. It's sirens, you see, I don't like sirens, do I? I've said to you, I think it's a scary noise.
Well, it's meant to be so you get out of the way.
No, it's not meant to be. It's a sign to get out of the way. I'd prefer it if it... Like I said...
Hiya! Could you just move out of the way
It can be anything, as long as we know... It can be a chicken noise. But as long as you know
that's not going to freak people out.
No, but it sort of make you smile. But you'd go, oh, best get out of the way.
You're cycling along and you hear what sounds like a giant chicken behind you.
And you smile because you know that even though someone is burning to death, there's something clucking in my way.
That's probably a guy having a heart attack. Going to my mum and dad's today. I'll cut to the chase, Rick. They basically, we got about 4 pages while they drive to his mum and dad's.
Oh, Jesus
I'll skip past that because it takes fucking forever. Got there, mum and dad, his mum made him some dinner. The old woman next door, brackets, whose man was a witch. Just pop that in brackets. Just pop that in brackets. I think we've discussed that before, actually, the old woman whose man was a witch.
Whose man was a witch?
Yeah.
Oh!
The old woman next door has been worrying because she keeps seeing adverts on the telly about changing to digital TV. She's saying she doesn't want wires drilled into her walls because they'll make a mess. My dad told her that it doesn't matter because it'll probably won't happen until 2012 and she'll be dead by then.
He didn't say that to her, though, did
No,
he?
he did. They've got, you know, she's old. It doesn't... She knows she's going to die. I mean, it's something we've all got in common. And he's right, isn't he? Why is she worrying about it? Maybe that's sorted it out. Put it into perspective for her. You will be dead when this happens. Don't be worrying about it. But everybody worries, don't they? You've got that little sort of hole in your head that you fill with worries. You know, everyone's got to fill that little worry hole with worries, and that's it.
Worry hole. Everyone's got to fill the worry hole with
assume that there's a worry hole.
A worry hole.
Unbelievable.
I love the fact that, you know, doctors in the million years would dig this up and go, humans used to have a worry hole.
Went to bed around midnight. Suzanne and I decided to sleep tops and tails, because it made me get a bit more room. Me dad had cut a bit off the mattress to fit it between 2 cupboards. It's amazing how much of a difference it makes just sawing off a bit of the mattress. You sort of roll to the edge, but the weight of the blankets keeps you in. This is like something from a Roald Dahl book.
No, it's just, you know, you think anything, you can sort of trim anything, can't you, and it normally works. But with a mattress, I mean, he only took off, I don't know how long that is, but he's sawn off about that much on the mattress and then has stapled it back together again.
Amazing.
And it just makes so much difference.
Of course it does, because a mattress is a very carefully designed object.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so, though, would you?
Well, you would if you had a fucking brain in your nut.
Someone took his brain out of his worry hole? Oh, God. He sawed a mattress in half. So we decided to sleep tops and tails. It just gets stranger.
It's so strange. Why?
He did it to make the room nicer with the cupboards on either side.
So he sawed a mattress in half.
Well, not in half.
Can you imagine how much hard it must be to saw a mattress in half? What did he use? What, a big electric saw?
Well, it must have been, yeah, because there's a lot of springs and stuff in there.
Jesus.
So what happens to the springs? They just spring out the side?
Well, some sort of stick out a little bit, but you're not lying on top, are you? They come out the side. So it's just got a bit of gaffer tape and a staple gun.
Unbelievable.
Hey, man alive. It's like...
Does he run it as a hotel? That's unbelievable.
There are squats with better bedding arrangements.
Well, we've had a bit of a bad thing in our house about mattresses and that, because when we first bought our first flat in Salford, you know what it's like when you buy somewhere, you sort of, you haven't got any money, have you, to buy extra stuff that you need. So, we'd bought a bed, right, but there's that rip-off thing with beds, where you buy a bed, but a mattress doesn't come with it, which I've never understood that. Because it's not a bed, is it? Without that mattress, it's not a bed. It's a car without an engine. You wouldn't go, there you go. Well, that seems cheap. There's no engine in it. So we bought this, like, you know, flat and what have you. And we bought the bed. And then, like, oh, we haven't got a mattress. So my dad got one from Uncle Alf. No, well, from that Uncle Alf fella, because he had one in his van that he used to use now and again if he was, like, travelling round. He'd just keep in the back on this mattress.
Amazing.
A bloke who drove around in a van with a mattress in the back.
So Uncle Alf, right? Well, tell me about Uncle Alf.
Well, you know about him, he's the one who slept in a dinghy.
Because his mattress was in his car.
I know, yeah, why didn't he go, oh, well, Alf, where's the bed? Left it in the car again. Oh, blow up the dinghy. Blow up the dinghy. I'm not going to go out and get it, not at this time of night.
So anyway, my dad got me his mattress, and it just stunk of diesel. And Suzanne was like, oh, I'm not happy with this. And I think she realised sort of what sort of family
she got herself into.
Stuff. Wow, she landed on her feet when she got you.
So now she's always a bit touchy about, you know, mattresses and things.
Unbelievable.
Uncle Alf, of course, sadly passed away when he couldn't escape from his sinking ship.
The fire engines were too late. No one got out of the way because they were laughing so much.
The mad woman next door saw me and said, "Hello, Clive. You live in a nursery rhyme. The old man down the road, the old woman next door whose mum's a witch, Uncle Alf who lives in a dinghy."
This is like not a real place. It's like fucking Narnia.
It's a children's TV programme.
Unbelievable. Oh, God. Oh, just all of them there on this broken mattress trying to find the golden ticket. Oh, God. Oh, God.
The old fella down the road talked to my dad a bit. He kept bees in the back garden.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Here comes the bee man.
His Yorkie dog was knocking about when he was messing with them and ended up getting stung 150 times.
Oh, little bastard! What is he doing?
It's not dead, but it cost a lot to get all the stings out. I don't know why people keep dangerous pets and insects. The amount of gear he had to wear to play with them is barmy. I don't think he's playing with the bees.
He's not playing with them, is he?
Well, what is he doing then?
Well, I don't know, but I think he should get the dog the same protection.
Yeah, but that's just it, isn't it? It's like, you can't mix your pets. If you've got a snake, you don't have a mouse. Do you know what I mean? They don't get on. And it's the same with them. Don't have bees. I can't imagine one bit of enjoyment. The only thing he does is the honey. And it's like, well, how much is that to buy? It's not worth messing about wearing a big white suit just to get some honey. There's a shop down the road.
Bees are kept for a very good reason, aren't they?
What?
For honey.
Yeah, no, but like I say, you can buy honey for next to nothing.
Where do you think... What do you mean? But where does the honey come from that you buy?
Yeah, from some proper bee farm. Let them do it. All he's doing, he's not making loads of pots of honey. He's looking after himself. And the thing with honey is it doesn't go off either.
No, it doesn't, no.
So get 10 bees, get the honey made, kick them out.
but you eat the honey, that's the point.
Yeah, I know, but
it doesn't. You can't eat it and then it's still there in the jar. It's not magical. Maybe in your world,
no.
Uncle Fred had a never-ending jar of honey.
But how much honey do you eat? What I'm saying is, it's one of them things in it that you buy, and you can move into a new house, buy some honey, and when you leave that house, that honey's still in the cupboard. You don't eat that much of it. So get 10 bees, get your honey's worth.
10 bees! Imagine keeping 10 bees!
Well, just get them to do the graft. If you've got loads of bees, they're not all pulling the weight, are they? Because they'll go, well, I'm not doing any, because I'll leave it to the others.
No.
Whereas if you've got 10 bees, you know that none of them are pulling the weight if there's no honey. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not a workhouse. Bees don't knock around saying, I got a bad back.
Anyway, back to this reading from the twits. The news covered a story about a fish that knocked about 400 million years ago. It was 33 feet long and had a jaw strong enough to eat a shark in one go. All the dangerous stuff seems to die out, and yet things that you think wouldn't stand a chance, like worms, are still here, yet they have no legs or eyes. I saw a future human in the news article the other month about the future woman. She had 3 breasts. They looked alright.
Well, no, that's not... I can't see how that's going to ever evolve.
No, well, they say about how, about evolving and that. I read that, there's going to be ugly people. People are starting to go ugly.
Yeah, they're still going to have bilateral symmetry, I imagine.
I don't know what that means, but I'll tell you now, right? They're talking about, like, people who are just like, you know, you look at them and you go, oh, look at the state of that, right? And it'll get to a point when we're all so ugly that no one will have it away, and we're just going to die out.
Well, that's not true either. That's not true either.
That is the biggest worry.
Well, no, so...
That's the world's biggest worry.
So as we evolve and we change, our mindset doesn't change. We're still going, I wish we looked like they did 1 million years ago. I don't fancy anything.
No, but look at Look how things do change.
But why are we all going to get ugly? I don't understand.
It's just the air and stuff, isn't it? It's just
the air or the hair.
You know, the air that we breathe and stuff, and the food we eat. Everything's changing, and we're not going to look that healthy, and we're just all going to go ugly. You've only got to look at some stuff that's in the sea, and you think, look at the state of that.
What's that got to do with the human evolution?
But the stuff in the sea is still propagating.
Yeah, but they've been around longer than us.
But it's still reproducing, so your theory falls down.
But they're deep down, aren't they, in the dark, so they probably can't see what they're having it away with. If they were up on the outside, they'd have died out ages ago.
Why? Because they wouldn't fancy the other stonefish or
yeah, because they're really
sea slug.
odd-looking. I can't remember the name. I think it was a viper something. It was just a head.
But Carl,
the fish that's just a head. It was well ugly.
Watched a programme about the twins this morning. It was filmed 16 years ago. They are mental. They did everything together, including the backing up. Phone calls had to happen twice so they could both have the same chat, and they said the same stuff at the same time. Well weird. The bloke who I watched it with, I don't know who that is, just some homeless guys that you just invited into the flat?
Just someone I've been sort of working with.
Sure, a mate of yours. He said he fantasised about having it away with a pair of twins. I don't see the point in this. If you're going to have two of something, I would prefer to have two different women. If I had two cars, I wouldn't have the same one twice. Same rule with women. I don't even normally like buying the same pair of trainers twice in a row.
No, if you're going to have something new, make a change. It's like that fella who was going out with a woman and then left her and went out with a twin sister. Not worth it.
Not worth it!
It's not worth the upheaval, is it? Because it's exactly the same model.
I watched the final of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. It was between singer Jason Donovan, singer Mylene Klass, and singer Matt out of a boy band. I had my money on Donovan, but Matt won it. I think it was because of his last task. He ate a fisheye, some grubs, a big fat insect that they have on every year, a crocodile knob, and a kangaroo anus. I feel like we've come there, Rick, to where we entered.
It was this time last year when we first started the podcast that we were talking about I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And you coined the famous phrase, I could eat a knob at night.
Yeah.
So it's full circle. It's just that the last series finished recently. And it was astounding that he ate a crocodile knob, he ate a crocodile eye, he chewed up and swallowed a kangaroo's anus, which I to be honest, I didn't know was a food stuff. Could you eat any of that?
If I had to eat any of them, it would have to be the anus.
What, really?
Yeah, more than the other stuff. I couldn't eat anything that's still alive.
No, I agree. I couldn't eat any of that. I don't know under what circumstances I'd have to go, right, that's it now, we're not going to survive, the ship isn't coming, there is nothing on this island I can eat, give me the crocodile's penis.
So it wouldn't bother me. I could eat anything. I could do almost all of the challenges on that programme, but I couldn't cope in the camp. I couldn't cope with the lack of food and the uncomfortable bed. That's all that would do my head, and I'd drive people spare, whinging and complaining.
I couldn't cope with any aspect of it except the physical challenges. I couldn't cope with sleeping with people snoring, the things crawling over you. I'm not so squeamish about that, like snakes and things, that's alright. But the eating is ridiculous. It's out of the question to eat a worm or a grub.
It doesn't concern me. I don't know why I don't see really what the difference in it. The texture's probably the same as lots of other things.
What would hunger do to you, though, do you think? Would you think I would change? Do you think, if it really was a choice, if someone said, and I knew I would die if I didn't eat worms...
I think you would, yes. I think you'd complain and you'd whinge for a while, and you'd try and put it off, and you'd hope a ship would turn up. But when it didn't, you'd start chowing down on a bit of crocodile anus.
But then where's the rest of the crocodile?
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
Who's been eating that? How come I've got this? You know, you're meant to, work together as a team in bad time, and yet I'm being handed an anus. Forget it. Let me starve. I mean, I haven't got pictures in our flat because of that mirrored wall I've got.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, it's tiny. You've been in it. Got windows on one wall, door to get in on the other, kitchen on the other, mirrored wall on the other. So there's nowhere there. There's no space for art.
I'm intrigued how you sit at home. Where's the sofa?
At home?
Yeah.
Facing the mirror.
So you sit looking at yourself all night?
Yeah.
As opposed to a painting?
Yeah, but at least that changes each day.
No, it doesn't.
It does. The picture changes.
It's not. It's round and miserable every fucking day.
No, honestly, it's good to, because you don't look at yourself otherwise. Especially me, I haven't got any hair to comb or anything, so I don't look in the mirror as much as the normal person. So, whereas now, I'm looking there every day.
So you're sat at home staring at yourself?
No, because the telly's in front of the mirror.
But are you not distracted by yourself?
Yeah, you do. When the adverts are on, you look up, and if Suzanne's sat next to me, I tend to talk to her through the mirror.
What do you mean? So why don't you look at her when you talk to her?
Well, you don't have to turn your neck or anything. There's no neck usage going on. I can just look forward. I look at the telly, lift the eyes up, look in the mirror, look at me, look at her.
What does she do? Look back at you
we're
in the
used
mirror.
to it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like there's more people in the room in a way. It's like,
And they're further away.
there's nothing odd about that. Why wouldn't you use? It doesn't matter.
Sorry,
Remember, your
why
eyes
wouldn't
are
you
still...
talk to your girlfriend via a mirror all the time? Is that your question?
Well, no, I think it's quite normal. If your head is facing a mirror where you can see everything in that room, remember, it's a small flat, I can see everything that's going on in there without moving my head. Stephen Hawking would be well happy. So I can look forward, she's sat next to me. If I'm watching the telly, I can say something. Now, she's getting the sound from me still because she's sat close.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're further away, but things look better from a distance anyway.
So that's how you managed to keep this relationship alive?
Maybe.
You're such an odd little man.
But no, it's not odd. You see, there was a woman on the estate who did use... have I told you about Miss Peggy before?
No.
It rings a bell. Go on.
I think I told you ages ago, it's this fat woman who used to be on the estate. She had a three-wheeler bike. And her husband...
Push bike, pedal bike?
Yeah, like a tricycle thing, but a big one.
Right.
She used to sit her husband in the basket in the back. Cycle about, what have you.
Yeah.
She was known as Miss Piggy. Anyway.
Oh, is this the one that she used to beat him up so your dad pretended to be a policeman?
Yeah, that's it. Anyway, well, the way she used to communicate, she used to always go in quick save and nick biscuits. And if anyone went up to her to say, stop nicking the biscuits, she'd pull out like a little mirror out of a bag and she'd look in it, but talk to you via the mirror.
Oh, man.
What? So she's insane.
It's weird, isn't it?
It was really weird.
Like
It used to scare me.
It's like a Salvador Dali painting. you exist in there.
Yeah. It's really, really
So
weird.
hang on. So she used to talk to people through the mirror because she was mental.
I couldn't sit, watch the telly, and look at me watching the telly in the mirror all night.
No.
That's
no,
weird.
that would
Why?
be really weird.
It's really weird, Carl.
I'd be very conscious of myself.
No,
Conscious
I
of the
think
way
it gives
I'm
it gives you confidence and that. And if you are
Gives you
sort of...
confidence.
Well, yeah, because you're seeing yourself more and you pick up what habits you do and stuff like that.
So what have you changed through your viewing of yourself?
I sort of grew a beard the other week, just something different to look at for a bit. And then you get sick of that. It's like a piece of art. Change that, have a bit of a shave.
Can you see the back of the telly in the mirror?
A little bit, yeah. If the flat's a mess, it's a mess twice.
Oh, God. Oh.
Imagine, oh God.
But
Just
anyway.
imagine if he was in charge. We did put him in charge of the country.
Terrifying.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Let him run the country.
Just for a week.
Or the mayor. What would you do if you were the president or the Lord Mayor of London or the
Prime Minister Carl.
I wouldn't do it like he's going to be offered it. It's a hypothetical question, Carl.
No, but Suzanne was, right, my missus, if you're a new listener.
You keep her, sure.
Yeah, help her.
She was watching the news, trying to follow some heavy stuff. And I'm like,
The weather? What?
Do you know what I mean? I just was like bored and I was reading about that mouse that had an ear on its back and stuff like that. So she said, well, you take notice of this. Should be, you know what Ricky and Steve are like. They try to teach you stuff and you don't even want to learn. So to try and get me interested in it, she was like saying, what would you do if you're president and stuff?
Yeah.
And I can't be doing with any of it.
What did you come up with? You must
What would
have.
your slogan be?
What did you come up with? Did you come up with anything?
I had a little, the design of it, right? I said I'd have like red and blue, sort of, do you know what I mean? Both sort of major sides into one. Taking the best out of
Well,
both.
that's broken the back of it. That's a pretty good manifesto so far. Anything else? What's on the second page?
I had like, KP looks after me.
That would be the badges, would it?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm a KP nut.
Yeah. KP looks after me.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's about as far as I went with it.
What would you do? What about, you know, policies, transport, crime, you know, just law and order?
Yeah, how would you deal with crime? What would your initial approach be? Would you introduce guns? Should police carry guns?
Nah.
No.
Nah. Would I have to worry about that?
Okay. No, good point. Good point.
No, what I'm saying is that, I mean, Tony Blair isn't sorting everything out, is he?
No, but he has a say in most things.
Does he? Well, go on then. What are the problems at the moment that need sorting out?
Well, generally, what's the best way to combat? Would you bolster up the prison system? Would you introduce more community service? Would
you go harsher for say I don't know drugs? Would you go harsher or less harsh? There's pros and cons to both, isn't it? Because of course you can't see to condone it, but some people, you know, you don't want to go through the court system and cost taxpayers thousands of pounds of money for someone, I don't know, the difference between smoking a spliff and dealing crack. Do you know what I mean? You have to all these things. Have I lost you?
Yeah, I'd just think about it for a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Brilliant.
You'd think about it for a bit.
Yeah.
Probably ask Suzanne. Do you know what I mean?
This is amazing.
Get her help on it.
Yeah.
What about the foreign situation? Would you have supported Bush in his war on terrorism? You're aware of this war that we had recently?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, if I was new, though, couldn't I just say, look, new slate, do you know what I mean? Let's start again.
Yeah, of course you can.
I'm in charge now, let's see if we can sort this out.
What would you do then?
Then see what happens. Just
Brilliant.
Suck it and see.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
This is excellent.
Now, this is not really your jurisdiction. This is not really your area, but I imagine you'd have some powerful friends. You might have a say in it.
Go on.
Yeah. What would you do about single-sex marriages, same-sex marriages?
See, this got Cameron. I thought Cameron had blown it on Big Brother because they said, you know, what do you think about gay fellas getting married? And he went, oh no, in the Bible it says, you know, a man and a woman. And I thought, oh, he's put off a lot of. Yeah. I don't think many Christians tune into Big Brother, but we know the gays love it. Yeah. They love Big Brother, don't they? The gays.
Yeah, so interesting. But
what
would your take be on that? Same-sex marriages.
And then what? Having a kid?
Well, just let's start off with, you know.
That's all right, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Just let them get on with it. If it's not affecting anyone else.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. But it starts getting tricky.
Right.
When you get a kid.
Okay.
Go on. Why?
Well, it's just tricky, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you could be right. I'm not giving anything. I mean, you know, we're not. There's no right or wrong
answer.
It's all right
if you were if you lived in the jungle, right, with no one else,
yeah,
right, and you just had these two fellas, right, looking after you, but because you got no one else looking in on that, saying, "Oh, you're a bit weird, aren't you?" Do you know what I mean? But as soon as you come,
why have they got married? Do you think that gay people turn to a bloke because they couldn't get a woman? If there's two fellas go away and they're in the jungle, they go, we're definitely not going to find a woman here. We might as well bum. That's not how homosexuality starts. People don't.
It makes you wonder.
No, it does make you wonder. Gays don't go, well, I'll tell you what, I haven't seen a woman I fancy yet. I'll try a bit of knob.
No. But what I'm saying is, right, if you're brought up in like a little jungle, right?
Yeah. How are you brought up?
Someone just puts you there.
I don't know what this is about.
Steve, I can't be bothered.
Go on, mate. I'm listening. I'm fascinated.
I can't be bothered running the country. Like, I'm too much trouble for you.
KP takes care of me.
All right, then, fair enough. What I'm saying is, right, if you're brought up in a jungle,
right,
what
do you mean brought up?
Just let him finish.
What does he mean?
You understand
brought up, though?
Like Tarzan.
You've got to tell me what you mean by brought up. Wolves, chimps. What?
Right, well, there's a good example of what I'm saying to you.
Right.
Right, what I'm saying is a fella, right, he's brought up in the jungle.
Shut up, just let him finish. Let him finish!
There's no women about, he doesn't know about women, he doesn't understand what women are.
Right.
Right? But another fella walks in the scene.
Yeah.
And he gets pally with him.
What does he talk about?
Then they've both got needs.
This scenario is ridiculous. How has he lived? Or do you know what's his reference points?
I can't be bothered with this. Honestly, Saturday should have been, day off and that, not worrying me about problems.
Oh my God! Oh God!
KP takes care of me.
Oh dear.
At the radio station, Hammond dragged us straight into a planning meeting with the show's rather nervous-looking producers.
Fill this in. So if we come out at the top of the hour here, you've got news, and then you've got sport, and then you've got weather.
Hold on a minute, it just says story there. What story?
So these are items throughout your programme.
Yeah, so we've got to think of things to talk about.
On the day we did this show, there was certainly no shortage of material. John Prescott, for instance, had been caught with his trousers down.
Is this not the single most amazing story ever?
And Charles Clarke had lost 1,000 immigrants. So what did James think would most interest the listeners?
Because when you're at the jet wash, should the bonger go off halfway through the cycle or at the end?
Also, the show was going out live, which could be a problem, given the loose connection between Jeremy's brain and mouth.
Right, the average weekly audience is about 250 to 300,000.
Not all of them are in invalid carriages.
Oh! Get this idea out of your head,
Sorry,
please.
you said invalid carriages.
Well, what's the weather?
You will make sure he doesn't say things like that this afternoon.
What? Right, now I want you to show me how I can solve this 8-foot gorilla. What do you suggest I do?
The meeting rambled on for ages, during which time nothing got sorted.
The idea of reading the news butt naked.
And then, with just over an hour to go...
I still don't understand any of this.
So, at 2:15 and 2:45, there are the headlines that James can read.
With half an hour to go, Jeremy suddenly announced, worryingly, that he'd been working on a plan.
Tonight, there won't be a single queue or jam in this region because I'm doing the travel on this show.
With 0 hour fast approaching, even Jeremy got busy.
Got it.
As I acquainted myself with the studio, James set about mastering some of the station's other technical equipment. With just a few minutes to go, 250,000 Southern Counties listeners were starting their journeys home.
Richard, where's the turntable? Brought the record.
Jeremy, there is no turntable. It's 2006.
And they were all expecting their usual slick and helpful drive time show.
You've got your interview first, haven't you, as well?
Who? What? What interview?
You've got, oh my God, that's me.
I haven't got the... No, James, you can't just nick
I've got
those...
MacArthur.
We were primed and ready.
BBC Southern Counties Radio.
Good luck, everybody.
Going to the bank holiday Monday.
Here we go.
Southern Counties Radio, I'm Alina Jenkins.
That shouldn't have happened. I'm going to fade it out, and then you're going to talk.
Right.
Is that it? Is that your intro? Can I just say good afternoon? This is still BBC Southern Counties Radio. And if
We weren't what you'd call slick.
Can I do the weather?
Yeah.
I've lost it. Have you got the headlines?
Yeah.
I've got them.
Yeah. No, you do them.
I haven't got any headlines.
And the jingles Richard had brought along were dreadful.
So you think of this one, lads? It's great.
I've been driving in my car, listening to Jeremy Clarkson.
How much did you spend making those?
£5 a pop.
No matter, we would redeem ourselves with my new, brilliant and extremely complicated traffic system.
What I've done here is I've fixed up a link between the Highways Agency's headquarters in Godstone in Surrey, so I can see all the traffic cameras from all the motorways in the region. Now what's happening is we've got an outside broadcast truck at Godstone. It's firing its signal up to a satellite 22,000 miles in space, back down to White City in London. They're firing down to a switching station in Tunbridge Wells, and here we are in the studio looking, and if I can swing the camera around now, we can get it off the main pictures. I can even zoom in.
With full control of the cameras, Jeremy could reveal his big plan.
Instead of telling you where the traffic jams are, I am going to give you the registration number of the car that has caused them.
So, he's not just reporting on the traffic, he's bossing it about.
Brave. Now, who's this for coming down in the Volkswagen van? You're leaving a 200-yard gap there. Now, close up.
While Jeremy was shouting at the traffic, James and I were getting to grips with the music.
No, don't tell me. As promised earlier, it is Wang Chung and Dance Hall Days.
Oh, you sprung that on me, rather. Do you want to do that again, James?
As promised earlier, it's Wang Chung and Dance Hall Days.
Maybe just once more for me, mate.
Just play something else.
Oh, all right.
Oh, it's right. He's no idea.
Yeah, you see. I'd just like to apologise.
BBC Southern Counties Radio Travel.
Hello, is that me?
That was slick.
It was time for another of Jeremy's rubbish travel reports.
Oh, no, look! Somebody, here we go. Somebody in a... It seems to be a Land Rover Discovery has jackknifed while carrying a trailer. No, it's a 4x4, it's a good job it was, that's why he's still alive. Lucky you didn't listen to the Liberal Democrats on that one. The two outer lanes of the motorway, please get out of them, because they're blocked by an idiot in a Mitsubishi who's managed to crash into his own trailer. And people are moving over far too soon, which means that the motorway network is not being fully utilised. We paid for it, drive right up to the crash, use it, and then get your window down and tell the man exactly what you think of his driving.
Precisely.
Oh, no, what we've got here is a travel flash, actually. My thanks to Janice. She tells us that in Dorking High Street, a caravan has come adrift of the car blocking one lane. The police are in attendance. Police, are you armed? I hope they are. They could take it out and just shoot the drivers.
Thank you very much. That's the travel with Jeremy Clarkson.
Even we could see the show was pretty bad. But then it got worse. Hammond mistimed a trip to the loo, and while he was in there, a song finished.
Hello? Is there somebody there? Is anybody there? Hello?
Come on!
Oh.
Then I forgot I was going out live.
Well, he's ginger and he's Welsh.
Okay.
And then we upset the station's sports reporter.
204 for 9, the latest score. Karl Hopkinson 45. Rana is 26 not out. 3 wickets apiece for Dominic Thornley and Sean Irvine. As for Surrey, they're going much...
That happens.
53 for 3, is that good? I don't understand.
They've scored 253 runs and they've lost 3 wickets, sir. It is cricket. It's a game that's been played in this country for about 300 years.
What, the same
Why
game?
don't you get the Observer's Book of Cricket, which will tell you all of the regulations that you need to know, and then you'll be OK. Well, now... I'm sorry.
Worse still, my traffic system really wasn't working out as planned. The cameras were not able to give enough detail, so my reports were becoming a little vague.
Jeremy, go.
It's all completely hopeless. Everywhere I can see people in Astras, M25, Godstone's jammed up at Junction 6, Barrow Green. Don't use it. Don't use it. Stay at work, be productive, and buy a helicopter.
It's not particularly helpful what you're telling them there, Jeff.
No.
I therefore decided to personalise my reports.
Hello there.
Hello, how are you?
Bit fed up as I can't work out whether I'm supposed to be turning off the M25 or not. We're trying to get home tonight.
Where are you? So you're
I'm going anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. You, my son, have had it.
Oh, thanks a lot.
I'm screwing it up.
With the traffic system ruined, we were running out of things to say.
Which is, if you use a jet wash, should the bonger on each cycle go off at the end of the cycle or in the middle? If the bonger goes off at the end of the foamy brush cycle and you've only done the bonnet, you've had it.
The switchboard began to light up with angry listeners, one of whom was called Mrs. Smith.
Mrs. Smith. Hello, Mrs. Smith.
I came home from work at 5 o'clock, and what a load of rubbish this is, and I think it's absolutely dreadful. I've been an avid listener to Southern Counties for a number of years. For God's sake, bring back Dominic, Busby and all the rest of them.
Yeah.
It's all a load of rubbish. Thank you and good night.
With the locals ready to lynch us, we decided to get out early.
This is a 9-minute song. By the time it's over, our show's over. We could. Do you want to walk through Brighton after the show we just did?
I've got the car around the back.
By the time this is over, we can be.
No, just back. They're down the back stairs. Sorry, down the stairs. Yeah. Right.
I'm going.
Sorry.
MacArthur's Park is melting in the dark.
Yeah, don't worry then. Good. The camera's on you as well?
Yes, it's not rolling though.
No, it's not.
So
okay.
that's a bonus.
Oh, why not? So your answer's not here? They will be visual or not?
You'll be able to hear them but not see me.
Okay, all right, fine.
Nobody needs to see this.
Sorry, Katie, do you mind sitting over there? That's all right. No, it's all right. Thank you. Is this all right?
Good.
Right, yeah, we're running.
I'm happy we're rolling. So, Karl, against all odds and despite a fair few of your efforts, you are now a much-loved TV presenter, hugely popular. Millions of people love you. How are you coping with the fame element?
There isn't. I don't know what it is. I mean, nothing's changed here, you know, apart from car insurance going up, and just being able to get a bargain in a shop. If you want to knock the price down, you can't do that once you're sort of known. People go, "You made of money." I'm not. You can use this. That's the exclusives for you. I'm not made of money. Doing all right. I'm not moaning. I know people are having it tough.
You are moaning. You're moaning all the time.
I'm not
you never stop moaning. That's what you do. You only moan. That's your job. That's why this show's so good.
Well, you say you can't get a bargain. How much were those trainers?
Oh, 45 pence.
45 pence?
In
right.
Africa.
In Africa.
That's what he gave.
But look
That's
how
what
far
he
he had
gave
to
to
go.
someone who was selling some trainers in Africa.
Could have given them 50p.
He was over the moon with that.
Ricky and Steve, you knew him before he was famous. Has his head, while remaining obviously perfectly spherical, got any larger?
No, not at all. No, he's got. I suppose he's got slightly more militant in his old age, but that's funny because now we're coming up with things so extreme, so dangerous, so ridiculous, so annoying, but he won't back down because he doesn't want to give me the satisfaction of failing. So this second series is incredible. I mean, he's doing things that I never thought he'd ever do, or we'd get him to do, but he does them, and yeah, it's quite remarkable.
Like you were saying earlier, if we put some weird food down in front of you, you just eat it defiantly now because you don't want to give us.
Yeah, not a problem.
Nothing matters. He shows that people worry about the silliest things in the world.
That's what's changed. I can eat anything. Which is weird. Yeah, I can eat anything. So if it does all go tits up and I don't do a third series and I spend all my money, I know I'll survive, because now, if I'm homeless, anything that's crawling about, I'll have it.
Could you eat a knob at night now?
I wish I never said that, honestly. It's the one thing I ate. What was it that David Baddiel said that time?
When you were saying we were having dinner and Karl was round, David Baddiel was round, and Karl was going off there, nothing. He's just on the radio, said nothing. And David Baddiel went, "No, you did that song, Knob at Night."
Yeah, that's how I still feel. I don't feel like I've achieved anything that I'm really, really proud of. I would have done with this if it wasn't called Idiot Abroad, I think. But that's just a little bit of... You've tainted it a little bit.
But it's an ironic title. You're not
Yeah,
an
I
idiot.
don't like it, though.
Karl,
I don't like it.
Karl, you're a genius.
And I wanted to change it, and then Sky bosses are going, "Oh, it's established, we've got to stick with it." I thought, why?
Now, Ricky says you're a genius, but you and you're obviously great mates, but you guys do give him a lot of stick about his physical appearance as well. Just from that particular screening, little bald Wookie, obviously head like a fucking orange. That's well known. Shaved Mancunian idiot.
This is your life.
That's well known. That shouldn't be well known, should it?
No.
That shouldn't be well known.
Karl,
oh God.
Karl, this is your chance to get back, if you like. What phrases would you use to describe their physical appearance? Ricky first.
To be fair, though, I've had a go at you.
Yeah, but also I'd like to point out, it's Ricky who insults him. I don't call you names. I mean, I might sort of stand behind him and sort of cheer him on, like the worst kind of bully's mate.
Do you know what? I'm going to show you how good I am. I'm not even going to...
No, if you listen back on the old radio shows, he's always having a go at
He has a go. He said when he first met Steve, he said it was a shock. He said that. First thing, he said, "Oh, that's a shock." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, I've never seen anything like it before." He's telling him to his face. Then he's putting on air that Steve's weird looking. Okay? So he started it.
But, like, in the same way that you've sent me on these trips to make me stronger, I think me saying that has done himself up a bit.
He has. No, he's...
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
So, in a way, you've made me a better person.
He went from a weird little goggle-eyed freak to sort of Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. I suppose I have in a way. Thanks, mate.
Hang on, what was that picture from that used to be on the notice board in the kitchen at XFM?
It was your favourite, wasn't it?
It's the weirdest picture of you.
It was from The Guardian, and you know when they use the wide-angle lens to get everything in, you were on the edge of it, so your head was really distorted. It looked like someone had picked up Stephen Hawking by the legs and whacked him against a wall.
It was really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he loved it. He used to go past to go and look at Steve.
Hey, listen, we were both in the Heat magazine Weird Crush. How'd you get on?
He won. He came number 1.
Did he win?
He won. Yeah.
I didn't even win, you see, so I got handed to Carl.
Yeah.
I lost out
better,
to...
though.
Who did I lose out to?
No, him. So he's
no,
weird.
It wasn't the same. No, it was different years.
Oh, was it? Wow.
Yeah.
Ricky, you're getting away with murder here, though. A goggle-eyed freak, their head like a fucking orange. What, Carl? Give him both barrels. What phrase could you use to have a go at Ricky?
Have I ever lost it with you?
Pretty perfect, aren't I? I'm pretty perfect.
No, I don't think I sort of go with
good-looking, nice.
With names. I'll sort of go, you fucking knob. I don't think you can use that on ITN, but it's more that for me. I don't pick
well, they can.
animals.
They make a special exception for me. They're allowed someone to call me a fucking knob. It's the only thing they said. It's actually handed down on parchment. Thou shalt not say fucking knob.
Not censor.
unless it's against Ricky Gervais, the fucking knob.
When have I lost it with you and sort of got annoyed and called you something?
You haven't. You wanted me to call off the poster campaign. When I made that poster campaign, I said around the world, and there was everyone putting up posters of Karl Pilkington, world's roundest head.
Yeah.
And you asked me to stop it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. You thought it was demeaning.
Couple of quick ones. If you guys had cast Karl as a character in The Office back in the day, who or what would he have been? Sorry, I hope you don't mind me talking about you like that.
Who or what would he have been? Wow.
What?
What would he have been?
What would he have been? I mean, what am I meant to say? A bowling ball? What? Well, funnily enough, it's what a kid's bollocks. Well, his mum phoned him up and said, "Saw you on telly the other night." She thought he was in the office. It was just a bald bloke fixing my computer. He's going, "No, it was you." He's going, "It wasn't me. I'd know if I was in the office or not." Yeah.
That is the sort of job I would imagine you would be doing, though. You'd be fixing something, wouldn't you?
I'd probably be quite happy with it.
Sorting some problem out in the lavatories. Sort of quite a manual job, I reckon.
Yeah. Maybe a courier that you come in.
Helmet's on.
Yeah, but it's a perfectly round... He wears a pink helmet and they don't see the difference when he takes it off.
I've got to wrap up, but very finally, I don't know if you mind, I'm getting married next year and wondered if you wouldn't mind giving a message or saying why you can't be there or something.
I just don't go to weddings anyway. Honestly.
I don't know you.
You're getting married?
Here you go. He loves a wedding.
Actually, can I use this as a...
That's annoying, isn't it? Steve's annoyed that he's got a girlfriend.
Of course I'm annoyed. Are there going to be any single women at this wedding?
You can come.
Yeah, answer the question.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll consider it.
It'd be best man.
Suzanne's brother's getting married, and I don't want to go. But if I use this, is this on the telly just saying, sorry I can't be there, you'll have a lovely time and everything, good luck with the future.
Say you're filming or something. Say you pretend you're filming.
Do you know what? That's the only thing that would make me do Series 3. If we can put it at the same time as that wedding.
Suzanne said you can get out of the wedding if you're doing a
well,
TV
she didn't.
show.
She sort of said, don't do it on purpose.
But if
I
you're
would,
filming...
honestly, I'd rather do another land dive than go to a wedding. I hate it. I've not got married because I hate them. It's not even... I wouldn't go to your wedding.
What's your fiance's name?
Julia.
Julia. Just say... Congratulations, Julia.
All right, Julia. Have a good day.
But you hate weddings?
I can't stand them. It's so forced fun. He's shit.
Well, I can't show this now, can I?
But I don't know why. How old are you?
29.
And what, was it your idea or was it Julia's
idea?
Yeah. Was it?
She's lovely, yeah.
I don't know why people rush into it. Honestly, I don't get it.
100 years ago, he'd be dead at 29. He'd have 9 kids.
Now. And look at you, you've got a good job. You're working for ITN. You can afford toasters and kettles, and there's no reason to get married anymore, unless you can have a kid without being married and that. You don't. Yeah. There's no reason.
I mean, that's not his request.
Are you paying for it, or have you got your mum and dad?
A bit of both.
Well, no, probably her parents are paying for it.
They're giving a bit, yeah.
Yeah?
That's
a
how it
bit.
works,
No, they're meant to... Julia's dad's meant to stump up.
Yeah, he's supposed to stump up. If he's watching this and he hasn't paid a penny towards it, what a stingy bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And given that I'm there, I mean, I'll eat his lamb, but I'm not enjoying it. No,
Any lamb? What's the menu going to be?
Well, if he got any sense, he'd start with some kind of mozzarella salad.
Yeah.
He'd move on to a lovely bit of lamb. Everyone likes lamb.
Is there a fish dish?
Well, there's something for the veggies, but who wants to bother? There's probably one or two of them, you know, a little pasty in the corner. Ooh.
Just move the lamb out the way.
Of course, yeah. And just have some of the veg that comes with the lamb.
What are you thinking? Are you thinking profiteroles, or are you thinking like a trifle, or what?
Thanks for asking, mate. It's more of a sort of, it's more of an eating mess they've gone for.
Really?
Yeah.
And is it sit down or sort of help yourself? What's the vibe?
Oh, sit down. This dude's not pissing about. This guy's not going with any buffet.
So hold on,
crap. He's got a band as well. If he's got only a DJ, then he is not the man I thought he was.
It's Stag Do. Where are you taking him? What are you doing? What have you organised?
We've gone to Prague. He slept with 14 prostitutes. They said was a record.
They said those girls said it was a record. Is he just scraping it off, or is he?
No, he doesn't care. He don't care about Julia, whether she's getting it or not. He's had his end away in Prague. He don't give a damn.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
so there
congratulations.
Yeah. Have a nice time.
That is beautiful. It is.
I did my new book at home, you know, all the writing and the drawings and that, which, you know, should be a pleasure to do, really, you know, working out of home, but it wasn't. The amount of noise from downstairs, they've got builders in at the moment, and they're ripping the place apart, they're knocking down walls, they're drilling all hours. It's been doing me head in, there's dust everywhere, I've been breathing that in, which made me ill a bit. So that's when Ricky said, you know, if I wanted to get away from the noise and that, I could use his office to work in. But it can be just as hard to work in there sometimes.
Is that annoying?
A little bit.
Gotta keep it clean. Gotta keep hygienic, haven't you? You were complaining before that you were ill, so you keep your surroundings clean, then you will never get ill, will you? Oh God! Oh God! That was amazing!
So that's why I decided, you know, it'd be easier just to work at home in the end.
Hey, thanks so much indeed for logging on. There is even more exclusive material and behind-the-scenes stuff about The Office on this web page.
That's the good thing about the internet, that you put loads of shit on there. Doesn't matter how long it is or how fucking boring it is. If you want to stay up all night watching something, you can. You will. When we went along to the BBC in about 1999, and they said, do you think it's going to be a sitcom? We went, yeah. I said, as long as I'm in it, we write it and we direct it. And they went, well, I said, no. I said, if I don't get the main role, we direct it and we write it, you can walk. And Steve went, in future, Rick, can I do the talking? He was a little bit worried that, as a nobody, I was laying down some ultimatums.
Specific demands from the off. But I think what was weird was, because Ricky had never set out to be an actor or a comedian, and he wasn't chasing fame, and he wasn't desperate to be on the telly, his feeling was either we do it in the way that we think it'll work, or we don't. And it's, you know, he'd rather go back and do his regular job than sort of compromise it. And whereas I was panicked, you know, I was thinking, I want to be on the telly, I want to be famous and rich. What are you doing, you maniac, you stupid fat old maniac? So I was a bit more panicked, and I was trying to kind of... But somehow I think his kind of forcefulness worked to our advantage in the end, because... But you need that confidence in a way to sort of see your vision through.
But we've sort of kept that up. We've never taken anything to get a stepping stone. We've never compromised. We've never did things that we didn't want to do to get somewhere. And it sort of makes you bulletproof. If you really can walk away and just go, oh, OK, we'll leave it, then, you know, the bits that you're left with are your vision. are where you've had total control. And I think that's quite important, because otherwise you're...
Yeah, if you're successful, otherwise you're just living in your car.
Oh, dear.
The thing that interests me about The Office, which was so brilliant and in a way educational, was that it, revealed the tremendous flowing emotions that happen inside an office. A lot of sitcoms have to do with family, a lot of sitcoms have to do with friendship, and everybody knows all those dynamics. And then you underestimate sort of how complex the lies are that we tell in the workplace.
Everything happens in the workplace. I think the fact that it seemed small, that it was literally just an office, is exactly the point. I think you could go into a shoe shop or a place where they sold ties, and it would be equally compelling.
Because we were so naive, though, we were thinking, well, there's not going to be any actors that will be able to be convincing and real and naturalistic. We're going to need to, grab people off the street. I mean, we had grand plans, of sort of auditioning in village halls all over England to find these real convincing people. And then we realised that real convincing people are terrible. That's why they're not actors. And that actually really good actors can just do an amazing job. And a lot of people always give us credit as though they say, was it improvised? Was lots of it improvised? But it's the actors who are just so good at making those lines seem real.
We knew that as well. It's 99.9%, in the script, and so we needed people to do that like they were saying it for the first time, and there's the real skill. But we did want unknowns, and we kept to that. We didn't want people who'd been, in soap operas, and so because we wanted people to suspend their disbelief long enough, just for the first 2 minutes, to think, is this real? Is this a real documentary? And I think we sort of got that to a certain extent.
One of the things that Gervais and Merchant have really got right, that so many people get wrong in comedy, in sitcoms, is that if you're going to have a character who is a twat and a bit obnoxious and whatever, the way to make them watchable is to make them also lovable.
I think that David Brent is probably a good boss for a paper company, I think that, he's big on morale, he's entertaining. I don't know, I think people would sort of be fortunate to have David Brent as a boss at that stage in the game. But maybe I'm just thinking that as a guy who I would just be laughing constantly at this guy,
It must be really exhausting being Brent, mustn't it? It's you are looking around and at a room full of people plus a camera, and needing to assess really quickly in your head how you have to be to please each one, make each one think you're funny, and each one respect you. And you can't do it, with everyone. I'd be exhausted if I were him. I wouldn't have it in me.
I liked Tim very much. I really liked him. He didn't seem a million miles away from me in terms of his sense of humour or in terms of his self-deprecation and his... This is a dangerous thing to say now, but in terms of his wit, I like funny stuff, and he likes funny stuff, and he sort of likes taking the mick, and so do I.
Tim's job is to just, sort of like Chandler's job was, to just be an observer of all of it and, let us in. He's the guy that is making fun of it and making comments about it and letting the audience know it's okay to laugh at the ridiculousness of this,
Tim, of course, is us. Tim is the normal audience watching. And, Tim's look to camera was sort of saying, are you getting this? This is what I put up with every day. So that was very important as well, because he was, surrounded by idiots, and he was the sort of dissatisfied Socrates in a room of satisfied fools.
We had spent so long talking about the characters and people from our own lives that were like those people that we sort of had quite vivid ideas of what they should look like and sound like and be like. So I suppose we were sort of looking for actors that could...
Which turned out to be naive because, of course, for example, Gareth was meant to be quite a strapping sort of squaddy type. And we, were looking for those types. But, of course, when Mackenzie walked in, that went out the window.
I knew from the moment I read the script that this was the one I had to get if I was gonna have a chance at having a career in acting. You know, I'd been doing bits and pieces of TV, and I've been slogging around the stand-up circuit for a decade, and this was the one that stood out. The script was just so good, and I knew that this was the one I definitely had to get, and so I had my heart set on it. Yeah.
Gareth said these such awful things, but in such a delicate way, and I've never seen it done before. I've never seen, you know, someone who really should be this kind of big old red-faced, sweaty bloke saying all these ghastly things, but it wasn't. It was Sweet Mackenzie, who is such a nice person in real life, that I loved the juxtaposition of it, and I thought it worked brilliantly.
Subconsciously, he's probably disappointed to find himself in this position in life, but he can compensate for that by having these delusions of grandeur and giving himself a title and making out he's a bigger person than he is, more important than he is, and it gets more respect than he actually does. So yeah, the title is very important to him, and his desk space is very important to him, and yeah, his pseudo-macho hobbies are very important to him. They all make him into this person that he wants to be, rather than this little man that he actually is.
The first time I went in, I just read with the casting director. The second time I came in, I read with Ricky. And I loved that because you could actually, because I knew that he was going to play Brent, you could actually see things come to life, and you could see what road they were going to take in terms of style. Sometimes I went in for one script that I actually did like, and then in the audition it was like, come on, bigger, 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 think pantomime times a million, and I'm not very good at that. I'm you know, sort of a one-trick pony, and kind of I'm always asked to sort of, you know, speak up, and so The Office was sort of perfect for me because I could just sort of kind of be myself.
I do think it is one of the great casting triumphs of British television. I mean, I keep being haunted by that sense of how revolutionary the casting seemed and the performance style. But every single one of those characters is so perfectly cast, and in a sort of new, informal way. It's not a big, rounded, performed thing. It was just a way of finding people who would fit that style perfectly. And when you do cast things, you realise that you're always casting for style. Someone can come in and be very funny, but they're not right for you. They're funny in a slightly different way. Their tone is slightly bigger or smaller. And I think the perfection of the casting, you know, all credit has to go to them for that, for how perfect everybody was, as it were, right down to the glory of Keith.
We've got to look into this. If anyone knows why Dumpty was an egg, if Hubbard eventually found a dog a bone, and what was the little one doing? What did the little one think he was doing, for God's sake?
When I saw my dad last year, he was telling me about a fella who's got some clothes you can see through. What's that one?
You don't mean the Emperor's New Clothes?
Yeah, what's that one about?
Well, that's a genuinely good little parable, that.
Yeah, because it's now used for people who are scared to sort of slag something off because it's sort of like really cool, and they don't want to be the one that shouts it, and then one person goes, hold on,
very
I've
briefly,
seen this.
Carl, very briefly, the king wants some new clothes, right? He's the king, he goes, who's going to make me some new clothes? Various people come to me, he says, I don't like that, it's not interesting enough. One guy, who's just a bit of a con artist, he comes along, he goes, I've made you this magic suit, look, and it's nothing. He goes, put it on, the king puts on nothing, because there is nothing, but thinks there's something, because, you know, he wants to buy into it and everything.
And he goes, it's the finest stitching, he goes, look at it, can you see it? No, they have to say, only a genius can see how good this suit is. And the king goes, yeah, it's brilliant, yeah. It's great. And he goes out, and just, is it a woman or a little kid?
Well, everyone's applauding it, they're going, you look great, even though his tackle's hanging out, he's, you know, he's nothing.
Even though he's got a king-size, sort of like, bit of meat and two veg, wobbling, dragging down the street.
Exactly. And then one little boy goes, he's not wearing anything.
The king is in the altogether. Know that one?
So, well, did anyone else buy one? Or was...
Okay, play record.
Play a record, Carl.
Play record.
Carl, just play a song.
Jesus.
That bunch.
Right.
And, I'm assuming there's some questions there, Carl.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, here we go.
If you're a new listener, the way it works, I give you a cryptic clue and some initials, and it sort of makes up a band.
Yeah.
Makes more sense when you hear it, I reckon.
Not particularly.
Wow, not really. Although people do get it. I just worry about the state of our listeners. Go on.
Right, so there's 3 of them. You email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
It's email only. I repeat, it is email only.
We are too lazy to answer the phone.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go then. Number 1. There's normally 2 easy ones and a difficult one.
Sure.
So here we go. Number 1. Don't argue with him. He ain't going to change his mind.
Don't argue with him. He ain't going to change his mind.
Yeah, that's AA.
AA.
That's So that's the first one.
He's not going to change his mind. What do you mean? Presumably he's got them written out.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about what the answer is, so they didn't write the answer down.
Oh, don't worry, they get it. Yeah, don't worry.
What do you, well, you can't remember it? You came up with it. There's only 3.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
No, it's not weird. It's incompetent.
Right, the second one, anyway. I hope you get this.
I hope you get this. Email in and tell us the answer.
This is a shambles, isn't it?
Hang on a minute.
Keep going.
Go on.
He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. P.
And you don't know
You don't know that is?
I'm sure he'll come to me once to see it on email.
What do you mean? Once they get it, you'll agree with them?
I'll know if it's the one I had down as the answer.
This is brilliant.
Come on,
Imagine Jeremy Paxman doing that, going...
Yeah, University Challenge.
Is that right? Go on.
Right, so that's that one.
Give us that one again.
He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. P.
But you're confused. I don't understand how you can be confused.
Yeah.
Alright, what's the final one?
The third one, I'll have to put that woman in the oven. And that's AB.
Alright, quickly give us them again.
Right, so the first one, don't argue with him, he ain't going to change his mind. That's AA. He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. That's P. And I'll have to put that woman in the oven. AB.
Alright.
Okay.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
I'm going to play a classic track now by Neil Young, Alabama. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Neil Young, Alabama. Carl is still confused. He's waiting. He's biting his fingers, waiting for an email to tell him the answer to the clue he made up but can't get. I love that as an experiment. As a I mean, that would confuse psychologists, that you come up with something that you can't get. It's brilliant.
Yeah, you came up with the question, you don't know the answer.
And you expect them to, but you can't, and you made it up. Look at your face, like play some adverts.
Alright, no, I don't know what you just
Wow.
We've
not. Even Jonathan Ross couldn't save this show.
No.
It is the only A celebrity I know.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
all
it.
out of ideas. I thought we'd have a trivia game. That's rubbish because he can't read.
All right.
Yeah, and that's what is it?
So are we knocking the trivia game on the
Yeah, yeah.
Should we, let's have one final question.
What's the answer? I don't know. I don't know.
For the Pope one.
I don't know.
We couldn't even figure out the question, Carl.
What's the stone? What's the stone?
Hang on a minute.
Just entertain yourselves at home while Carl looks for the question.
Anthurst.
Amethyst.
Amethyst.
Yeah.
Amthurst. No, she was the first woman MP, I think you'll find. Amthurst. Ruby or Diamondo?
So have you got maybe a final question,
That's still
Carl,
one on it. Okay, do a decider and then we knock this on the head.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Where? What?
Who?
Have you not been practicing in all these? We've had ads, we've had music.
Oh, where? What?
Rick, I don't think we should call ITV later. With this.
Maybe he was talking about Jonathan's inquiry about sartorial elegance tonight. Where?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just like summed up that
Yeah.
conversation in
What's
just
the
two.
most expensive?
You're like this. Peter the Great. You ever heard of Peter the Great?
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, Peter the Great had his wife's lover
Oh.
executed.
You'll love this, Carl.
Right. So his wife had a lover. He had him executed, and he put his head into a jar of alcohol, and his wife had to keep it in her bedroom. Do you understand? That's every time she saw, every morning she'd wake up, and there was her lover's head.
Who
in a jar.
took his head off? He took his own head off.
Play a record.
Play a record.
She had a lover, and oh, never mind. Never mind. Mad World on XFM. We just had a text, Rick, from Andrew Barnes. He says he watched the same documentary, it would appear, as Carl did in the week. And he says here, just to clarify, the leech nose man got it up there when drinking from a muddy stream. And he goes on, one can only imagine the frightenedness he experienced.
Oh, Carl. Explain to him once more what happened with Peter the Great.
All right, so we've got Peter the Great.
Yeah.
Okay. And his wife had a lover.
That's another man.
Another man.
Not Peter the Great.
She was having an affair with someone else.
Right.
And Peter the Great, he found out about that. Okay?
Yeah.
So he sliced off this bloke's head. He killed him. He executed him.
Right.
You with me so far?
The fella who
Oh, Jesus.
She was seeing for a bit.
Yeah, there's only two fellas involved.
There's two people
though.
involved. One's Peter the Great, the other one's not.
Right.
The guy that's not Peter the Great...
Derek the Terrible.
Derek the Rubbish.
Yeah.
Right? He's having an affair with Peter the Great's missus. So Peter the Great slices off his head, puts it inside a jar of alcohol to preserve it, and puts it in his wife's bedroom. So every morning she wakes up, she sees her dead lover's head.
You'd have thought he wouldn't have wanted to remember, wouldn't you?
Oh.
Best bury the head so she don't remember.
Well, it was a reminder so as not to put it about.
And did it work?
Oh, I don't know.
I love that. Again, that to me is an amazing thing to do. And you go, did it work? I mean, you've got quite an interesting mind, actually. I mean, you are, in some ways, really, really bright and intelligent. I love the way you think. You're one of the cleverest blokes in some ways that I know.
Hello, it says I've got common sense.
Well,
yeah.
And that's more important than knowing about,
But it's what, you really, it's like you follow the subplot, which is quite an interesting thing, do you know what I mean? It's like, you tell you a story, you'll always pick up on something that I didn't even think was an important bit. It's like you're always, you're looking out of the window all the time.
So what's important about that head thing?
What do you mean?
The head in the jar.
It's a grotesque thing to do. It shows ego, power, cruelty, and revenge.
Although I think it probably did work because he is called Peter the Great.
Yeah.
So you'd assume he got it right.
Yeah.
I don't see how you can query that. That's the sort of facts you give us. You see now, you're on the other side of the fence, and you've got questions just like we've always got questions.
No, but in Carl's thing, it would have been, turns out, some weird happened, right, and he was still alive.
Yeah.
And so she was still having sex with body, and his head was watching.
Yeah.
And Peter the Great didn't even know.
See how he's perked up?
I understand what you're saying. Now I've learned some other stuff, so I'll see if I can, educate you a bit before 3.
But I want to know. See what? I'll tell you what education I want. I want to know what sort of things I can buy this weekend.
Butt plugs.
No. Have you got any adverts?
Oh, yeah.
I've got another fact for you, Carl. Might be of interest to you. It's the final one. The ancient Babylonians had What?
Can I just stop you there? What's a Babylonian?
My head's gonna burst. What do you mean, what's a Babylonian?
I've never heard of one.
No, but work out. What's an Evertonian?
Someone who supports Everton.
Well, or from?
From Liverpool.
Yeah, so what's a Babylonian?
He's from Baba.
Yeah, well anyway, some people from Baba, ancient Baba, they didn't have very many doctors in those days, alright? Because they felt that illnesses should be left to the wisdom of the public, right? So if you were sick, okay, you were placed in the city centre, right? And then a passerby...
Outside Baba.
Outside Baba. And, a passerby who had suffered from the same ailment, or who had seen it treated in the past, they would pass by, they would give them advice on how to be cured. Do you understand? So there'd be no doctors, just people passing by would see, they'd say, what's wrong with you? And they'd say, well, blah, 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 I've had the same thing, here's some advice. And pedestrians were forbidden to pass such an individual without inquiring about the complaint and prescribing for it if they knew how to.
So hang on, so there's someone ill.
Yeah.
It's outside the town hall.
Yeah.
People walk past, go, what's up with you? They go, oh, my foot hurts, and they go, you've got to do this to get rid of that.
Yeah.
And were they ever right?
Well, what do you mean?
Were they ever right?
Well, how do we know?
What are you telling me?
What?
What have you just told me? What am I meant to take from that? You just said strangers sort of say, you've got that wrong with you.
I think he's sulking. I don't think he's ever going to take anything we tell him again because we don't.
No, but I don't
like the fact
understand
that goes, monkeys can do armed robberies, and we go, no, they can't.
I don't understand what the problem is.
But how is that different from telling me that a Chinese woman ate dirt? How is that not the same sort of thing?
Because that's weird. Someone sat in Trafalgar Square going, I've got a headache and I go take some Nurofen, isn't shocking. I'm not a doctor. I've given a bit of advice.
But neither is the dirt lady. She's not particularly interesting. Neither of them are particularly interesting. I'm just trying to give you an example of the same sort of drivel you feed us every week.
Would you sort of have tea round at her house? It's weird. The Chinese woman.
Right, so it's weird. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. It's weirdness that you're interested in.
See, I thought that you were actually interested in sort of interesting sort of stuff.
But if it's weird, it helps.
Carl, any New York related pun song titles?
New York.
Not New York, New York, or anything with New York. That's too it. Just something a little bit more lateral.
Do you know anyone who lives over there who's a native New Yorker?
Good one.
Nice.
Well, I said no New York though, so do one without New York in the title.
Do you know anyone who's been born in the USA?
Well, that's not specifically New York, is it? It's a big place, USA, so it's got to be to do with New York, but not mention New York.
Well, so it's a... They're living in the city.
Well, that's any city. That's any city.
Said.
Yeah, but it's any city. It's got to be.
This is exhausting.
Well, think. Positively 4th Street. We just said loads there.
Yeah, well, you've had first dibs. Hang on a minute. The world.
That noise is actually Carl's brain just turning over. Go on.
What's the one about one big apple?
That's what's one. The world is.
Yeah.
Right, I know what he's thinking of. The world's just a great big onion.
Joe the taxi.
Well, that could be anywhere.
But a New York taxi.
But no, but that's not the title of the song. If it was New York Taxi, it would be banned anyway, because it's got New York in the title. We had Big Yellow Taxi, that is New York, it doesn't mention New York, it's a Joni Mitchell song, it works.
Is that picture now on a freeze frame?
What are the other streets?
Oh God! Carl! Okay, right. Say something that think of something to do with New York, then see if that is a title of a song, and then say it out loud with your mouth. So something to do with New York. Is that a title of a song? Does it have New York in the title? If it doesn't, but it is about New York, then say the title of the song. So far, you've come up with titles with New York in the title.
Can you think of any others?
Well, yeah, we will in a
Have you
minute.
got one on your head?
I don't. Yeah, because you said that we had first dibs. You just saw how quick we just came up with them then. So come up with one.
What's the name of the statue? Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty.
Is there any songs with Liberty in?
Well, there's well, yeah. If they're about the Statue of Liberty, I'd let you have that. Crosstown Traffic.
That could be any city.
No, but it was about New York. It was about crosstown traffic. It was about crosstown traffic.
What's the one about?
Jesus.
Where the streets have no name, just numbers. Who sings it?
Isn't that
You too?
You too, yeah. There you go.
You could have had Angel of Harlem. That would have been easier.
That would have been easier, yeah. And the streets do have names down
I'm not sure
sort of
that is
downtown.
about that town, is it?
Well, they haven't got names. Where the streets have no name. Where's that? New York.
Is it? Are you sure?
Where else would they be?
Well, there are some streets with names, there aren't there?
Yeah, there are.
Street.
Yeah, down south on Soho, they've all got names.
Yeah, but it's where the streets have no name. The streets in New York have no name, they're numbers.
No, some of them have names.
Where?
Well, we just named some. Bleecker Street.
Yeah, I'm talking about New York.
That's in New York! That's what Simon and Garfunkel wrote about it.
It's down in Soho, Bleecker Street.
I don't want to play.
What's your pet hate?
Just when there's shit somewhere.
What?
Oh, there's shit somewhere and you can't find it and it stinks.
What?
I hate that.
Isn't that funny? I didn't get that. What do you mean?
Just what have you thought?
Faffing. Too much faffing. Like, is people always like, you can't do that? You have to phone 5 times. You have to put you on hold. People
Oh, you just mean an annoyance.
What did you think he meant?
He said a pet hate. I thought, right, okay, yeah, I would have said
Sorry,
faffing.
what do you mean?
What do you hate about having a pet? When there's shit behind the
Okay, good night, everyone. Okay.
I don't word it like that.
I've known him for 10 years, and that surprised me.
Hang on, faffing.
That fucking surprised me. I'm really sorry about that.
Right, faffing. Yeah, faffing.
A pet hate. When you're asleep and it licks your bollocks. What?
No, all right, I got the wrong end. Yeah, faffing, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck me. That's great. Cheers. But XFM are bringing new listeners all the time. I've heard 4 or 5 a week.
Really?
Yeah. New listeners tune in to XFM 104.9.
Radio 1, beware.
Yeah, yeah. And we might take it for granted the people that know who we are, know who you are, know who Karl is.
Sure.
Now, if you're a regular, then you know exactly who we are. But for those of you who don't, I'm Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais, BAFTA award-winning actor and writer.
Steve Merchant, all those.
A friend of yours.
Yeah, yeah. And this is the important thing. Karl Pilkington.
Absolutely.
Our producer. I say producer, he was the bloke who was lumbered with a job. When I said, listen, I used to run the desk in the old days. When I was like, I used to press the buttons and run the desk and everything. And now I said, listen, I've been on the telly. I do not press my own buttons. And Karl said, well, I don't really work weekends. And they went, well, you do if you want to keep your job.
Absolutely.
And we were lumbered with him. And then we discovered that he's not just a little dork, a little manky sort of idiot.
Sure,
he's got nice shirt. He's got, you know what I mean? He's got something else.
Absolutely.
He's got
He brings another dimension, yeah.
Yeah. And, he started having a little chat and we discovered that he had quite a lot to say.
Well, I think you're absolutely right, and I think, I was wondering we should maybe play another tune, but after that, I just think we should re-familiarise our radio audience with Karl, and any new listeners, just somehow gonna let them get to know the real Karl again.
Well, if you are new, you'll find that we like some old songs, some new songs, some chitter-chat. We get serious sometimes, there's some tears and some laughter.
Yeah.
We kicked off with Oasis' new one, Little by Little. We're gonna go back in time now to Iggy Pop and his Stooges with I'm Bored. Iggy Pop on board on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Steve Merchant here as well.
Yeah, little Karl Pilkington. Well, to reintroduce or introduce people for the first time to Karl, I think we should have a...
Yeah, maybe sort of a kind of a quick Q&A, Karl, and we don't need sort of lengthy answers from you. We don't need lots of detail. You know, it can be just a couple of sentences.
Just to get a flavour of who you are.
Yeah, so firstly, name obviously Karl Pilkington. Age, Karl?
I'll be 30 next month.
Really?
This month? No, next. Where are we?
I don't think we need to ask any more questions.
I think we've done it.
That's it.
I think we've
Welcome
done it
to the world of Karl Pilkington.
I think. I thought it would take 3 or 4
I
questions
thought it was going to be at least,
to really explain
that was the first question. Absolutely
God.
incredible. But
I don't know if you saw the thing the other week about the fella who's on that quiz show.
Who?
Sort of.
Oh right, okay.
Gay fella, straight, sort of man, woman. Thing.
What are you talking about? Tell me what did you see? Tell me what you saw.
This
is like a kid come running in, and he's seeing something frightening. It could be an alien, could be a ghost, could be a paedophile, and you've got to get exactly what actually saw out of him. Right, what did you actually see?
It's just this fella who's a woman.
Right. Right, okay, right, try and talk like a human being. Right.
It's a quiz show that's coming on the telly, and it's this woman.
Right, is it a fella who's a woman, or is it a woman?
Bit of both. That's why I'm talking about it.
But what do you mean? Is it a pre-op? Is it a transsexual, a transvestite? Is it a ladyboy? Is it an hermaphrodite? What is
I'll
it?
tell you about it.
Well, tell me.
I'm telling you. It's a woman. Well, it's a man.
Oh,
No,
forget
listen,
it.
listen.
Play a record.
No, listen.
Come on. What?
It is a man. He is a man. Well.
Oh, Christ's sake!
It's a TV programme where they've got this...
Transvestite or television?
It is a transvestite, yeah.
So
but the problem is... I'll tell you, just because you don't know about it, the programme is...
I don't know, I still don't know about it. I don't know anything about it, still. I don't know. It's a woman, man, woman, man, woman, TV programme, look, TV.
No, it's a man who is now sort of half a woman. And...
A man who is now half a woman!
No, well, this is what's weird about it. He's got the top half, but not the bottom half.
What do you mean? He's got breasts and a wig? But he's still got his boys downstairs.
Why do you do that?
His caps and the boys are still there in his Y fronts.
Why is
but
that?
upstairs, he's got a lovely pair of dumplings.
Why do that?
Well, he's halfway through.
But why not get it all done in one go?
Maybe he couldn't afford it.
Well, wait until you've got all the money. That just looks a mess. And who's he pleasing there?
Well, he wakes up in the morning and pleases himself. He can't believe his luck. He doesn't know where to start.
No, but what I don't understand, I mean, you know, I don't want to seem...
Well, can I just finish that sentence? What you don't understand is just about everything.
Yeah.
Right,
No, I find it weird, right? I sort of get... I understand the gay thing, right? But...
Do you? What do you mean?
Well, you know, I know...
Well, tell me the gay thing. Explain the gay thing.
I just know if you're a fella, you like men. I don't know much more than that.
What do you mean you don't know?
But what I mean is, with a transvestite, what's going on there? What do they want?
Now, transvestite is a cross-dresser.
See, I don't get that either. Because...
You mean a transsexual?
That's a man who likes to dress in women's clothing. It's not necessarily... They're not necessarily gay.
They're not gay. They're often not gay.
They just happen to like wearing women's
clothes, right, yeah.
But then why not wear women's clothes that could be seen as a bloke's... Like Suzanne wears jeans.
No, but they... Yeah,
just
but that's
buy
the
women's
thing.
jeans.
But that's their problem, is it? They like being seen as a woman. They like being seen as a woman. It's not just that it's more comfortable, or they'd wear a kilt. They like being seen as a woman. They feel more comfortable.
Alright, and what's the deal with this fella who's got...
We don't know
both?
who this fella is.
No. We don't know this man who's half a woman.
He's called Miriam.
Oh, that's helps.
yeah. Brilliant. I love this scientific basis.
No,
So all he's done, he's had the tits done, he's probably had the hormones, probably lived as a woman for a while. The last step, because you can probably reverse the breasts anyway, because they're probably implants and hormonal things, and whereas you chop your knob and boys off, that's, you come back the next day and go, sorry, I didn't mean that, I wanted my ears pierced. It's a bit more of a bigger operation to put them back. So doctors are probably making sure that he's just
Surely
absolutely...
if you've had the top half done, you're not going to go back on what you've said.
But no, what's the top half being done? I could get you breast implants, give you a bit of hormonal treatment.
Now that would be a great idea for next week.
and you could reverse it. What you can't do is grow a knob back.
Well, you can. Last week we were talking about growing one on your arm.
Yeah.
We've done that.
We can, so that is possible. But the thing is, the truth of it is, I think I do know about this story. I think it was a television programme called There's Something About Miriam. The conceit of which was that this pre-op transsexual...
So I guessed that right, yeah.
Was masquerading as a woman.
Right.
And various blokes, who didn't realise that this was a man, had to
I've heard
try
about
and
this.
seduce her. And when they found out that it was actually a bloke, and a lot of them had kissed him
agree.
her, they refused to let it be shown.
I
and there was a big
agree though.
outrage.
That's just terrible.
Yeah.
That's
It's
deceit.
absurd.
But I mean, that's awful. I heard it. I hated that.
Yeah.
Karl, the human body is one of the things that you're actually genuinely fascinated in. This is one of the things that you admit is quite amazing. And I think we all agree with that. Here's some quite incredible stats and facts about the human body. What do you think of this? 50,000 of the cells in your body will die and be replaced with new cells, all while you're listening to this sentence.
Go on.
Well, that's it.
What's the sentence?
That was the sentence.
What was the sentence again?
Well, it doesn't matter. The sentence doesn't matter. 50,000 just dying and being replaced in that time.
But what are they doing?
Different cells do different things. Some are taste buds. Some carry hemoglobin and oxygen to other cells.
Yeah.
Some are skin. Some are liver.
I've heard about skin. I've heard a lot of skin, sort of.
What? What you heard? A rumour about skin. You heard about skin? What?
It's just it
keeps
just,
all your stuff from falling on the fucking floor.
Well, it's a thing that makes you what you are as well, doesn't it? More than anything.
Why?
But without the skin, you're just a skeleton. You look all the same.
No, you're not just a skeleton. No.
Other than your lungs and your heart and your kidneys and stuff. What I'm saying is,
I know,
went to
all the flesh on top and all the blood vessels. And
I went to that bodies exhibition.
Yeah.
This is it. He knows all about the human body and science because he went to the bodies exhibition.
Do you know where the German fella cuts bodies up?
Yes.
Now, he had a load of people on show. Could have all been the same family. Because everyone, without the skin on their head, looks the same. Other than height, everybody looks exactly the same.
And that's why racism is so stupid.
Well, it's a good point. Good point, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's saying that, though, I did think most of them were Chinese.
Well, there is obviously so much to discuss, Ricky. I wonder, in an effort just to provoke some initial thoughts, if I can offer another quote from the great Carl Sagan, who said, advances in medicine and agriculture have saved vastly more lives than have been lost in all the wars in history. So quite a...
yeah, just shows you shouldn't really worry about war.
What do you mean?
It's not a big problem, is it? Obviously. So, that's a good point there, Carl. War's not as bad as a lot of people make out. What do you think, Carl? Overrated? Too much fuss about all...
Well, I don't know anyone who's died in a war, but I know loads of people who have died from, cancer and what have you. So, is that going on Carl's quote? Does that work? Is he right? What did he say?
Good, well, we're off to a fascinating start.
Welcome to the 67th Annual Golden Globe Awards. And now please welcome your host for the evening, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Gervais.
I want to do a proper job this time. I don't think I went far enough. Obviously not, because they invited me back. So I'm going to do it again, do a proper job, and I guarantee they will not invite me back. I honestly can't wait to do it. I'm going to go out there, guns blazing, like it's the end of the world. Just looking at all the faces here reminds me of some of the great work that's been done this year by cosmetic surgeons.
The 7 wonders of the world. Truly mankind's greatest achievements. But there is one man who sees them differently.
Are they the oldest thing on the world?
They're not the oldest thing on the world.
If that was on my road, the council would go, get that down. It's a death trap.
I'm going to mention Idiot Abroad on Science. I'm going to mention the Ricky Gervais Show returning on HBO. I'm going to mention that I'm in the Muppet movie, Wind in the Willows. Steve's got a fridge freezer for sale. Any single women?
Not necessarily single. Not necessarily single.
Yeah. He's gonna steal Angelina away from Brad.
Oh.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be Brad when this guy walks in the room.
See, if I was her, I'd rent another baby then, rather than... Because what would come out? You and her.
What do you mean, what would come out?
Jesus.
Something magnificent.
That would be on the Science Channel.
I've had a couple. I'm not going to lie to you. Now listen up. I'm not going to do this again anyway. I want to do either such a bad job, I'm not invited back, or such a good job that I don't want to do it again. I'd like to say, I'm better second time around, so I should leave it there if I do a good job or a bad job. I mean, but who knows? I mean, it's once a year and it's so much fun. It is an honour to be here in a room full of what I consider to be the most important people on the planet. Actors. They're just better than ordinary people, aren't
they? Have I told on the radio before about that time when I just passed my test and I was driving my parents' Volvo estate and we went off driving down some country lanes? Have I mentioned
this the one with the...
Yeah. I've told you, have I?
Yeah.
Have I told you, Carl?
No.
Thanks.
You were going to tell us a little story about a
Just
Volvo
passed my
estate?
test.
Yeah.
My parents had a big Volvo estate, and it's quite a big car
don't
to
show
drive.
off. My parents didn't have a car.
But I know you don't drive cars, Rick, but it's quite a big car to drive if you've just passed your test.
It's safe though, isn't it?
It is very safe, that was the thing.
Yeah.
And I come from the West Country, obviously. There's quite a lot of windy lanes down there.
You're joking, do you?
They have cars there.
Well, here he comes. Blimey, Carl.
Learned on a tractor, automatic it was.
Do you want me to tell it or not?
Oh! Don't move up the accent! Oh no, I'm not worse. Oh, go on. Go on.
So I went to this party.
You have a go at him being from the north.
Not when he's telling an anecdote.
He's never telling an anecdote.
Oh yeah, fair point.
Yeah, go on.
So I went to a party, and I was quite excited because I had the car, I had the motor, and there was a chick heading down to the party that I was like, I had my eye on. And I thought, now I've got a car, and going to the party, it's going to be amazing, right? And various friends had said, like, can we get a lift? I thought, yeah, groovy. I'll pick up the chick as well, who's a friend of a friend. So cruising down to the party in the motor, the Volvo estate, and there's nothing sexier than that. Slipping a little bit of Billy Joel on the stereo or whatever. Something classy.
Go changing.
Exactly. And maybe it was Billy Ocean.
Oh,
I was quite a Billy.
Maybe it was Get Out of My Dreams, Get Into My Car.
Ideally.
Yeah.
So I get to the party, and inevitably it was one of those house parties where the chick that I had my eye on, she kind of was chatting to other guys, and she wasn't really paying attention to me, and I was sort of
Found out to get, was she again?
Same old story.
Oh, they make me
They know
laugh.
how to tease, don't they, the ladies?
Who are they kidding?
So I'd follow her like a dog, from room to room.
Yeah.
And watch her
Quite
while...
literally, sometimes he was barking.
Yeah.
Go on.
And while, just watch her while she talked to other blokes. And then, obviously because I was driving, I wasn't drinking, so I was not really enjoying myself. And then somebody said, should we go and pick up Vera? And I thought, right, okay. And they went, Steve's got a car, let's all leap in there, we'll go pick up Vera. And this girl was like up for it as well, so I thought, brilliant, I'll be back in the car with her, away from all these lads. One guy she had her eye on, he came as well, I was a little bit annoyed.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was in the car, so I'm driving down these country lanes, just driving along, and they're directing me, they're saying, go left here, go right. And then suddenly, we stop, and one of them goes, just drive into that field, this pitch black field, right? And I'm sort of, well, it is my parents' car. Just drive in the field, Steve. I'm thinking, well, I don't want to, not seem like I'm a hard, cool, crazy kind of guy, because the chick's in the car. So drove the car into the field. They all leapt out, started running off into the darkness, shouting, Vera, 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 where are you? So I'm just sort of sat there in the car, waiting.
Wasn't Vera Lynn, was it? Because she likes to hide in fields.
Bizarrely, it wasn't.
Right.
It was just, I was just left in the car on my own with Billy Ocean, and suddenly, at the darkness, they come back holding a Vietnamese pot-bellied pig that they had stole from a nearby farm, and they knew that the pig was called Vera because someone knew the farmer or something. Anyway, so they got this pig. So now they're going, "I'll put the pig in the back of the car. We'll take it back to the party. It'll be hilarious." I'm thinking, well, I'm not sure I want a pig and all its, piggy crap in the car, right, crammed in there. But they say yes. So obviously, I'm thinking again, I don't want to look like I'm, a nerd. I'm terrified of that, Rick, ever happened.
Yeah.
So,
So you go, hey, bring the pig into the car.
Exactly.
I'm no nerd.
Exactly.
Yeah, go on.
So now we drive off again. I've got this pig kind of screeching in the back of the car. And they say, stop again, let's do some cow tipping. And they do that old thing, about the fact, because cows sleep standing up, don't they? So you can push a cow over and stuff.
Yeah.
So they're having a wild time, hilarious. So this time, now we get to a sort of dead end in the road. And they say, well, turn around, let's go back to the party. And I'm thinking, fine. Try and do a 3-point turn in this very narrow country lane, right? Get the Volvo estate wedged horizontally across the road. Can't get it out, just can't seem to sort it out. I don't know what, I'm panicking because there's a pig in the car, right? And, local disgruntled farmers, right? People drunk, partying, probably off their head on some kind of weed, Rick.
Was it loads of blokes with, pitchforks and flaming torches
Exactly.
going, burn him. He's playing with our pig.
Exactly that. And so that, I was so terrified that all I could think was they're going to have to send a helicopter to lower a magnet onto the top of the car to lift the car up and put it the right way round.
You used to read a lot of comics, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you know what I started doing?
What?
Crying.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Why?
Just started crying, just very slightly, started getting upset. And the other guy that the girl fancied, he had to get into the driving seat and sort it out for me by slowly edging forward and
that's
backwards.
the worst bit of the whole story.
Yeah, edging slowly back and forwards. He just sorted it out, just slowly worked the car back round, and then we were off.
You were just gently weeping.
Just gently weeping in the back.
The bloke had just taken the bird that you saw from a distance.
Exactly.
That was basically your wife in your head by then.
Oh, yes.
Wasn't it? I can't
We were
believe it.
happily married with a pig for a child.
Don't joke, that could happen.
I know.
The pigs come, if you like.
Sorry?
What
did you say? What did you say? What did you say?
When you do what, Carl?
What did you say?
No, what did you say? Because I don't want to have to go to the radio authority again. What did you say then? Just remember.
We are going out live, Carl.
Yeah, remember Tom Binns, right? What did you say?
What I'm saying is, why were they shouting Vera? Because pigs don't come to the name, do they?
Hey? I don't know the ins and outs of pig, you know, how to lure a pig into your trap.
Can I just tell you some very, very interesting things about pigs?
Please do.
Right. One, everyone knows they have a corkscrew-shaped penis, right?
A corkscrew-shaped penis. That's the tail, isn't it?
Two, they can't look up. They can't put their head back and look up, right? Three, they can have a 30-minute orgasm.
Rick, is it only pigs that have got a corkscrew-shaped penis?
No, and landlords.
Okay.
Very handy.
Right.
Willow. 25th anniversary year this year, and we have a Blu-ray to celebrate. And
25 years ago.
Wouldn't believe it, would you? Look at us now.
No. You were just a wee one back then.
17 years old.
17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And now?
Now I'm 43. But I think we've sort of matured like a good wine. Look at us. Look at us there. It's a movie that's remembered very fondly by a lot of people, though.
It is, still.
Do you find people say, "Oh, Mad Mardigan"?
Can't go through an airport without someone saying, peck, 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 peck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the most common thing people say to me, actually.
Really?
You started that.
Well, that's because that's what you were.
Years of abuse started by you.
That was a lot of fun.
Saying peck.
Yeah.
So what's your overriding memory of Willow? Just think about it and use my name in this story.
It's you, Warwick.
Thank you.
So much love and heart. You were what inspired Peter Jackson's career. Aren't you? That's what you said to me earlier in the trailer. That Willow inspired
I don't think
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it would have been nice to be in it, though, Peter.
Yeah. We were there first, though.
We were there first. We started all that, didn't we?
New Zealand. We filmed in New Zealand.
Yeah, we started that.
It was a lot of fun.
He was just following in our tiny footsteps.
Yeah, the producer was George Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
Never hear about him anymore. Sort of faded.
Right, extra features on here.
Yes.
Okay, we've got deleted scenes with Ron Howard.
Who's in it?
The making of an adventure with Ron Howard.
From Mort to Morphine.
With Dennis Muren. So
Willow,
Ron
an
was busy.
unlikely hero.
Yeah, now keep going.
That's
Personal
you.
video diary of Warwick Davis. Now that's the feature to die for. That's never been out there.
Did you
before.
video?
Remember, I had my camera and you kept doing stuff.
You know
It's
what
all
I
in here.
remember? It was the size of your torso.
Pardon?
It was a giant back then, like cell phones.
Oh, my torso.
Huge.
Yeah. There was a big old camera, wasn't
Yeah.
it? I looked like a little sort of mini
Yeah.
news team.
I'd like to see that.
It's on there. It's all on there.
You don't call, you don't write.
And then matte paintings is the final riveting feature on there. But they
It's
are
very good though. It holds up, Willow.
And it's remastered
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at us now, it's as if we've been remastered as well.
Nice.
Isn't it? Do you like what I,
Yes.
see what I did there? Mm.
Yes.
So there you have it. Willow on DVD. We won't see another penny from this, but just out of goodwill
and love,
we're doing this because we're proud of this. We're very proud.
I'm always getting stopped for. I mean, there's so many charities now. It's not just starving people anymore. It's everything.
Yeah.
One little fault, they're out there with a clipboard.
Yeah,
asking for your bank details.
a lot of new diseases have cropped
Definitely.
up.
But that shouldn't be allowed. I think they should have like 1 year where they go this year. Hungry people.
Right.
Next year, people with a limp, or. Just like they do with the China thing, with the year of the cat, year of the rabbit. It's very clear.
Yeah.
It's that year. That's who we're helping this year.
Right.
If you've got that problem, it's your year. You're going to have a good one.
And who decides?
Just have some meeting. Just have a meeting with
What
the
would be the
charity.
first year? So what would be the first year? This year?
Right, well, we'd look at it and we'd go, right, what are we hearing a lot of problems about? And someone goes, so-and-so's hungry. Go, right, are we all in? Are we in to give this lot food? And we're not just going to give them food.
So it's not everyone who's hungry, it's specific people. So it's like hungry...
Starving, people who are starving. If someone goes, oh, my kid's deaf, well, maybe next year. Maybe next year. It's not your turn this time. We can't help everyone at once. Because that's life, isn't it? You've got to give and take in your own life. There's things that I want, I can't have, I do without, have something else
but
that's
there's
more
so many
important.
Causes that
But
it
that's
could
what I'm
wait
saying,
20
Steve.
years before your charity
I know,
comes
but
round.
what can you do then? Because we're not sorting it all out anyway.
I'm paraplegic.
Right?
Oh, I need help really bad.
So does everyone else.
Well, why are you giving it to the hungry now?
Because if we don't help the hungry now,
right,
they can't wait. You can wait.
Right. Oh God, I'm blind.
Is this a different person now?
Yeah, I'm blind.
Right, well, you're not hungry though, are you?
Well, a bit peckish.
Yeah, well...
Where's the fridge? I can't find the fridge. Can you help me to the fridge? Yeah. Otherwise I'll be hungry as well. I'm blind and hungry. I'm blind and hungry because I don't know where the fridge is.
Who's let you in?
But Carl, this is just a chaotic idea. It's a chaotic because people who are hungry, there's always going to be people who are hungry.
Yeah, but I sort the problem out.
How do you sort it out?
Because I'll go, right, not only are we just giving you food,
right,
we're giving you some seeds. We're giving you a pan.
What, you think they haven't thought of that?
Let me hear the theory, please.
Right. Sort it out. Don't just give food. That's going to run out.
Right.
Give them a proper... You see, the problem is, there's companies who jump on the back of all... Do you know when I was in the jungle? When I was in the jungle, right? On that travel thing?
Yeah.
I was in that tribe, right? Now, some company had given that tribe a laptop because it makes them look good. They can send out a press release. Well done to so-and-so computers.
Right.
They supplied the tribe in, you know, out at Amazon with a computer. I saw it. They were using it as a breadboard because they don't know what it is. They've got no electric. It's useless to them.
Right.
And that's what charity does.
Right.
Companies use it to make them look good. When I was there and I really needed to go to the toilet, I was thinking, tribe, I wonder what their toilet facilities are like, right? Thinking it might be better than just doing it in a hole. Surely they've built a toilet. They're not stupid people. They kill animals. They know what they're doing. They know how to cook. Surely they've built some sort of unit. Turns out they don't. They still do it in a hole. But some company had been there, some plumbing firm, and given them a toilet, right? The bloke who, you know, the producer who was out there, he said, oh, you'll be happy. There's a toilet round the back there. I'm thinking, oh, brilliant. I go round there. It is a toilet, but it's not plumbed in.
Sure.
So it's just a vase with shit in it. It doesn't work. And this is what we need to do. We need to get out there and say, this is how it works. Educate them.
Okay, so let's do this then. So I'm a starving African. Hello, Carl. Have you got any food? Got any food? Got any sandwiches?
Well, I
Starving.
have, but if I give you my sandwich, there's someone else behind you, and they'll all come out.
So what are you going to do then? What are you going to do?
I'm going to help you.
How? What are you going to do?
I'm gonna make you think about how to make food.
Oh, okay, right.
Have you ever grown anything before?
No.
Right, well, here's some seeds for potatoes.
Brilliant. Oh, thanks, Carl. See you later. Do I just put them in the ground, yeah?
Put them in the ground and water them.
Oh, there's no water, you dopey cunt.
There is some
No,
water.
there's no water, you dopey cunt. That's why we're starving, you dopey cunt.
Right, well, at that point, that's where I go, well, this is a lost cause here.
Right.
There's no point.
Can I have your sandwich
then,
after all?
No,
or
you're
what?
not having it. You're not having it now.
So not only can I have a sandwich, you give me seeds with no water, you useless, bald-headed fucking twonk.
Right, but all I've done there is made the mistake of the computer firm who's given a laptop to a tribe.
Right.
It's useless.
Right.
But there's got to be another way around this.
Go on, then.
Either move...
Right.
Because every year they're going to be queuing up saying, I'm hungry, give me a sandwich. No, you're not having another sandwich.
Once again, it's an utterly ill-informed discussion.
I'm just saying, there's no point queuing up every year. Do you want a sandwich? Here's a sandwich. The next year, can I have a sandwich? Where's your brother? He died. It's not sorting anything. It's buying him an extra day, an extra month or something.
But
it's
Carl,
pointless.
the point is, like Ricky's just flagged up, is that some of these countries, the conditions...
He died!
The conditions are not there to just be able to plant potato seeds.
So what are they meant to do then? Do you think we should go out every month, every year with sandwiches? Is that your answer, like some sort of buffet, an all-you-can-eat thing once a year? You see, it is bad. I don't want to come across harsh. They've got nothing. We waste stuff here. Waste annoys me just as much.
Right.
When I see sandwich shops chucking stuff out
Yeah.
in bin bags, binning it,
Yeah.
when there's people out there who are hungry, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I don't understand.
Right.
It's a problem that isn't being solved.
So your conclusion for these people, because there's no water where they are, right, is move. That is your honest. They should move.
Well, what's your solution?
Well, I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs. I don't even pretend to know. But
I tell you, it's not just it's sticking a, what's that saying? I don't know. It's sort of sticking a plaster over a hole or something, and the plaster comes off. It's a problem again.
yeah, that's the saying. Yeah,
it's the same.
I think that was Mark Twain.
When I watched Him or Fix It as a kid, they never really lived up to what the kid wanted, did they?
But what would you have requested?
But I don't think I would, because I think I saw how disappointed most of the kids were.
God, it's
a kid
exhausting.
like whistling, they brought out Roger Whittaker.
Yes, because they look at it, they go, can you fix it for me to go into space? No. Can I dance with Bananarama? No problem. That's the ones they pick.
Yeah, so that's why I wouldn't write in, because whatever you ask for, you're always going to get a watered-down version.
But if Jim could fix it for you to do anything, what would you have chosen?
There's not many things I wanted as a kid.
One thing. Just one thing. To choose one thing, please.
That my name was Brett.
Oh, fucking hell! It's not unbelievable!
I mean, it's extraordinary.
There is no predicting that.
Okay, you know what? I can make that dream come true for you right now, Brett.
We can just call you Brett from now on.
Not a problem, Brett.
Brett Pilkington.
It sounds good.
I love the fact that it's the Carl bit he wants to replace, not the fucking
No, but
Pilkington.
that doesn't work either, because like then
Why
I
not,
told,
Brett?
because I told my mum and dad that that's what I wanted. They started calling me that, but then I forgot that.
They went along with it?
Yeah.
So you said, Mum, Dad, call me Brett from now on. And they went, all right.
Yeah, but then I kept forgetting that I was Brett, so I wasn't answering, so they went back to Carl.
It's amazing!
So you've had that dream come true?
Yeah, and it wasn't that good. And that's what I'm saying to you. Things never live up to what you want. Dreams, what are they? All right.
What about teenagers, and do you feel that life was better in, say, the 1950s?
I don't know, I wasn't around.
So but you understand what it was like in those days? You've seen Happy Days.
I don't know, people always say, don't they? Old people always say, it's a better life in the 50s. It's like, yeah, it was for them. Of course it was for them. They're old now. Being old isn't great, is it? So you're just happy with your lot. I suppose I was happier starting about 1984.
Quite a specific year.
Why? Why was that?
It was just I was free and happy.
How old were you?
I don't know. 22...
He's just counting on his fingers now.
12.
Right, okay.
And it was just good.
So the happiest days of your life were between the age of 12 and 13?
Yeah, it was good. I had the world ahead of me.
Little did you know your hair was going to fall out and you were going to whinge every minute of the day.
I had my bike. I like messing about my bike. You had your mates. I had a pet magpie.
So you were probably the teenager that you eventually hate?
Probably.
Were you a good lad, law-abiding?
I wasn't bad. I just sort of, just potted about. I mean, when people talk about what was on the telly back then, I don't have that much memory of it because I was always out. I was always playing out.
What were you doing when you were out?
Just playing about, just like on a bike or...
Just riding in a circle endlessly through blizzards,
I loved it.
rain, sleet, hail.
I never seemed to be in. I was always... When everyone always goes, where were you when Band Aid was happening? I was always out on my bike. And everything was like...
you and McGregor?
A memory's always sort of like coming in for some orange and looking at the telly and seeing Princess Diana's getting married, and my mum says, have you seen this? And I'm going, oh, I'm going out on my bike. I was always doing that. The only time I was in the house...
This is why you don't know anything, because you never stopped.
Yeah, but this is what being a kid's about.
But
That's
all
what I
the
mean, being
information
free.
you have, Carl, is as though you've gleaned it as you raced by on a bike. It's almost like, every piece of information you have.
Your hair blowing in the wind. Carl, your hair will blow out one day. Oh, don't talk stupid, ma'am.
It was easy. So, yeah, 12 to 13 was good.
But you see...
And it was all downhill from then, was it?
13, you're a teenager then, aren't you? Life got tough.
Yeah. How did it get tough?
Just straight away when I was 13, my mum was like, oh, it's your 13th birthday, you're a teenager now.
Right.
And she gave us a quid to go and get a cake to celebrate it. Went to the supermarket, got a cake, and I just thought, I don't like the look of this. Don't like the look of the way the future is here.
On his 13th birthday.
Well, you were buying a cake. What did you see at the supermarket?
It was kind of like, I don't know, I suddenly felt grown up. I didn't like it.
But I think you were always about 58, really, with your outlook.
Well, yeah, my mum always said I was old. She said I was an old baby. She said I could frown before I could walk. So they always had a bit of a worried look on my face. Didn't say much, just always listened. My eyes moved about more than I did. Just sat there looking around, looking stressed.
My eyes moved about more than I did. Oh dear, couldn't walk. Well, I can't walk, but I'll try and get a bit of movement in my face. It's a workout, a baby workout. Oh, babies, well, if you can't walk, what about your face? Let your face do the walking.
It sounds like that horror film. It sounds like Pilkington's Baby.
Yeah.
Just you lying there in your cot.
I didn't like all the stuff that's set up for you. Like, my mum tried to send me to, like, a nursery. I said, no, I'm not having this.
Just like that.
I said when I'm older and I've got to go, I'll go, but let's leave out this bit. And she said, all right. She was...
I love the fact he could reason with her. I love him. He's 3 years old with a pipe. She's going, you're going to the nursery. She goes, I think not, Mum.
I mean, kids don't play out, do they? Kids, parents are scared to let the kids play out, and that's why the streets are dangerous now, because no one's playing out on the streets. Whereas when I was a kid, everyone was out on the streets. The streets were safer, because there was more people knocking about.
Right.
Let the kids play out.
It must be like a constant, like a Lowry painting, his front garden, do you know what I mean? Just loads of people just walking around.
There was never any problems. I was sort of taken away by some fella.
What?
No, I was playing about in the garden.
Yeah.
But my dad's mate, Tony, he did tiling with him. He drove past, and he saw me looking a bit fed up, so he just leant over, picked me up, took me to the pub. Now, the thing is, there wasn't panic. People weren't going, oh, God, where's Karl gone?
He's out.
Just
how old were you?
He's down the pub.
Yeah,
he's 4 years old, yeah. Well, he's only having a...
He's down the pub with Tony, probably playing darts.
Yeah, I was about 3 or 4.
Sorry, so some bloke drives by who happens to be a friend of your dad's, thinks that baby looks grumpy.
Yeah.
I'm taking him down to the pub.
That's what it was
Tony,
like.
you bringing a baby to the pub? Yeah, I might do, yeah, we're bringing ours. All right, see you later, mate.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Whereas now they go, the baby's gone. There's a big full-on panic going on.
Yeah, but I think it says more about your parents that they didn't do that. They looked out in the back car and you were gone. Some bloke's driving off in a van. They're just going, oh, well.
They drove down the pub.
Doesn't Princess Diana look lovely? This is absurd. So what happened when you got down the pub?
I just was there for a bit, and then...
For a bit? Just had a game of pool?
Then my dad came in. It was like, oh, there you are.
Oh, there you are! I love that! Where's my baby? I'm just going to have a quick pint. Oh, there you are. All right, mate.
So, yeah, I think things were better back then.
Guys, it is a pleasure to be seated here with Kings of Podcast.
That's not saying much, though, is it? Kings of Podcasts.
Yeah. It's not like the Kings of Leon.
No.
Now, that would be cool.
Or the King of France.
Yeah, he's even better.
Oh, it'd be great, wouldn't it? The King of France.
Now, what's he like now? Is he still around?
I don't know.
Oh, they beheaded him, didn't they?
Really?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be good then. Kings of Podcasts is the best, isn't it?
Audiobooks.
We prefer that time. Kings of Audiobooks.
Podcasts are free. We make nothing from podcasts. Let's get it right.
And you've just had your back bedroom carpeted, haven't you? That's not
well, I'm about to tomorrow.
He's rolling it now. He left his job and we were doing free podcasts and we had about, I don't know, 1 million downloads. And I think it was Steve that said, why don't we just charge £1, Rick? And we did charge £1. Yeah.
And now what listeners do we get?
We've had about 3 million sold and about 160 million free downloads. So still they want something for nothing. They still won't give us £1 for everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone loves a bit of freeness though, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, the British do. Which leads me nicely onto the guide to being English.
English, yeah. To celebrate St George's Day, 23rd of April. Yeah.
What do you think makes us English? What do you think defines us?
Being born in England.
Yeah.
That's the main one, isn't it?
Again, if you're the King of France, you'll have very little experience of being English.
Yeah. Being born in England pretty much sums up being English.
But this was very much something that we discuss on the audiobook, is what makes a person English, what defines your Englishness.
We go from the trivial and superficial of what an Englishman looks like. I thought he was like a little stocky fella with no neck and a head like that. Whereas about sort of bald round.
Can I go now? Because that's what I was here for, wasn't it?
Sort of like a real sort of, a little
bulldog breed, whereas Steve thinks of Hugh Grant.
Always, or a sort of James Bond figure, who's someone I very much model myself on. Yeah, that's how I pictured the Englishman.
Although I've never seen James Bond's glasses fall across the room when he was fighting with someone.
No.
It would all be over, wouldn't it? He'd go, Miss Moneypenny, can we get Q, can we have some elasticated things on these? That wouldn't happen.
No, it's true, but it's one of the reasons I rarely fight international spy rings. But Carl, what was your take on the English?
In what way?
Anyway,
right.
Just answer any question.
I don't know what it means to be English anymore. I don't know if I feel English.
Look at the body language.
What do you feel?
Look at the body language.
I feel more Polish.
I don't know what that means.
Just because whenever I walk past sort of builders and that who are Polish, they'll always sort of give me the nod. The look that I've got, I think I look more Polish than English. I think. I'm just going off that, off foreign builders and that. They always sort of give a nod.
Any Polish in you that you know?
What do you mean they give you the nod? You're walking past a group of builders, you don't know if they're Polish or not.
No, you can tell they're Polish.
How can you tell?
They're just the way they look. You can tell they're Polish. And the builders, there's the first sign.
Racist.